52 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
My name is Drew. Pronounced with the
It's in your face with Drew Garabo.
I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Sometimes shocking, always controversial. He deals with topics that the other talk shows are afraid to touch. He pries, he pokes, he digs deep. He gets the answers, he gets the facts, and most of all, he gets the ratings.
Lesbian Nazi hookers abducted by UFOs and forced into weight loss programs. All this week on Town Talk.
Live from the 102.3 Petersburg.
Jebediah feeds the chickens and Jacob plows. Fool, and I've been milking and plowing so long that even Ezekiel thinks that my mind is gone. I'm a man of the land. I'm into discipline.
Heard Drew, I was not in last night,
but if I finish all of
but I
my
had
chores
the
and you finish
pleasure of listening to a little bit of the show and the mixed and in between things that I had to do that kept me out of the show. And I got to hear this opening. It was cracking me up. I'd forgotten how funny this particular Weird Al Yankovic joint was. Now, Drew, I know he enjoyed the show. He is out enjoying another show. And actually enjoying something else, but equally as fun. I've had a moving cast of characters for the first 3 hours, which was Sinning Show that I was on, and now I'm going to ride 2.5 hours as we match up to a lightning preseason hockey game, preseason pre-show. I was gonna get it out, Steve.
Yeah, that worked.
Steve's gonna hang with us for another segment. I wanted to be able to say adios to my amigo, one Mo DeWitto.
DeWitto.
I'm trying to
That's the Hispanic pronunciation.
I know you were just on with Sinning. You are on Sinning's show every Thursday.
Usually on Thursdays, but sometimes it varies a little bit.
What in the segment again? It's not. I keep wanting to go ask an attorney, knowing that it's not asking an attorney.
It's legal briefs. We kind of discuss some stuff that's in the news,
stuff that's in the news
whatever.
and everything like that. No, but I appreciate you coming over and through for another
a nice little throwback. Old times.
That's what I'm saying. I had me some 3 hours of Mo DeWitt like I used to have back in the day. But so I wanted to tell you I appreciate that.
Mo, you miss me?
I'm glad you.
I still have too much
you were
of you in
asking
my
that,
life.
Mo.
Mr. DeWitt, I'm sorry. Mr. DeWitt, you miss me?
I hear from you too often, unfortunately.
Well,
that can be bad.
Well, listen, you and I have to sit down and we have to talk, and we got to get this Tampa Comedy Jam thing going on. It will absolutely be fantastic. And I don't even really do stand up anymore, but I'll come out of retirement.
Come out of retirement. What about Spike? Can we get Spike to do his?
When we do a dirty five?
Dirty five.
It's gonna be dirty however he does.
Last time was a sweaty five.
Yeah, sweaty, dirty, stinky. Well, any one of those will work.
You're gonna start trouble.
I prefer the term awesome.
Yes, that's what it is.
And I would call you delusional.
Let's talk about those rock show magnets. Let me know what's going down.
I'll let you know when they come out.
All right, and let's get.
God.
And I think I got a spot. We have to cut a new spot, but we'll talk about that.
We'll do that.
We'll talk about off air. All right, thanks, Mo. Appreciate you,
guys.
sir. And that leaves
I
us
just
at
got
number
back.
3. Yeah. Why?
I thought we was going to break.
No, we were on break. we were on break. Anyway, Steve, I'm glad you're here because I wanted to tell you, and I'll tell you, Spike, as well. This road rage incident that I saw.
Oh,
it had
really?
to be. Oh my God, what time was it? It had to be about. I was coming back from. No, I was. Legend. It was in the morning because I was taking my son Legend to school. So it had to be about 8:15. And I'm going down, Spike, I think you know the road. It curves around from Crunch. And thank you, Mo. I love you, brother. All right, I'll holler at you a little later on. Thank you again. You know the road that goes around Crunch to Northdale Boulevard?
Right. I take that back road also.
Yes.
When I go to Crunch.
Yes. But then there's also, there's also the street that when you pass my house, you go all the way up and you have the 7-Eleven on the right-hand side. And there's South Village, maybe. South Village Drive, where you would make a left onto Ehrlich to get to Del Mabry. 7-Eleven on the right-hand side of the light, and then you would make a left.
If I'm facing west.
Yes, correct.
Okay, because I was going the other way.
Okay, no. So
Okay,
you understand
exactly.
that. So it's a 2-lane. It's a neighborhood street, and it's 2 lanes, but it's not 2 wide lanes. It's 2 fairly tight lanes, but obviously each one can fit a car. So I've got Legend. I'm in the back of 83 to CJ, and I've got Legend, and we're going. We turn onto that road. Mm-hmm. There are 2 cars ahead of me, and as soon as I turn onto the road, I see the car in between my car.
The one right after you.
The one right after, not the one in front. Tesla. Pull into not oncoming traffic, but the other lane. So if there was oncoming traffic,
getting up next to the car in front of him.
Right beside it, there's a I don't want to say ravine. I don't know if that's the right word. Ditch. There's a ditch on either side.
Right.
So there's just these 2 lanes and 2 ditches.
2 cars going the same way.
2 cars going the same way, and while there is no oncoming traffic at the moment,
right?
That is immaterial, and obviously I'll explain why. Well, people might already understand why. But I'm now watching these cars, and I say that I see the Tesla is clearly trying to pass. To say it's a Honda,
right?
Okay, so in any normal situation, if you're in the Honda, you would think, look at this a-hole, just go.
Just let him go. Just slow down, let him go by.
If it's that important to you,
have a nice
you're
day.
in that much of a rush, because I'm probably going to see you up at the light.
Exactly.
Which eventually happened.
Of course.
You let them just get in front of you.
Sure.
The Honda proceeds to speed up.
He's not having it.
Not having it. The Tesla proceeds to speed up.
Oh, gee.
And now at this point, it's a game of chicken. And I'm looking at my son, I am now teaching how to drive because,
Sure.
a car. He's 16.
Who was driving, your son or you?
No, I was driving. No.
You said teaching him to drive. That's
I'm
It's a teaching moment.
Yeah, it's a teaching moment. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's learning in his car. He ain't riding me.
He's watching what's going on.
Yeah. He ain't jacking up 83. So, and he says, I know, I see. And this goes on. It's not an extremely long road, but this goes on for quite a bit of time. And I'm thinking 2 things. I'm thinking, why doesn't the Tesla, now that she sees, because it ended up being 2 women, now that she sees that the Honda is not going to allow them to pass, back off, because if someone on Ehrlich decides to make a right to come down the other road, there may not be time enough for you to now do this.
Because they're not going to be expecting someone coming in that lane if they're turning right.
You may be in a head-on collision. And I'm also thinking, if I'm in the Honda, why don't you just back off and let the person pass you and then get up behind them? And
so if they're both continuing to accelerate, so they're pulling away from you probably because they're going faster,
absolutely.
Right?
And make no mistake, I was not
You're not trying to keep
fast.
up with them.
I was not trying to keep up. I was like, I'm going to keep a safe distance.
Sure.
So the Tesla finally overtakes the Honda.
Oh, boy.
Now, and this is just road rage.
Sure.
Because you've got one person.
And you don't know what precipitated this, what started the whole thing.
The only thing that makes sense to me is that before I turned on the road a little further back, the Honda was going excruciatingly slow.
Well, or the Honda could have just pulled out in front of the Tesla.
Or the Honda could have pulled out in front of the Tesla.
I have that happen. We're in a neighborhood like that where it's a winding road that's small and people park, and sometimes you have to wait for the other cars to go by. And people all the time, they'll roll through a stop sign, pull right out in front of you, go, okay, whatever, and you just let them go.
Yeah,
but that kind of stuff happens a lot in those kind
it
of
does.
roads.
I'm going to give you a correlative as far as an experience of me and how stupid I was, although it wasn't a road rage thing. It was just an impatience thing. So that's probably what happened. So the Tesla overtakes the Honda, And before the Tesla overtakes the Honda, I see the light ahead, and it turns red. And I say, see, they're both going to end up there. So the Tesla is now stopped at the light.
In front of the Honda.
The Honda's behind it.
No, the Honda's now behind it. The Tesla is going to go straight. The Honda slides over into the turn lane.
Now they're next to each other.
And I am in the left turn lane. The Tesla is in the center lane. The Honda is in the right turn lane.
You're all at the light.
So we're all lined up. So I
got a bird's eye view.
Ooh, we do our Steve, do our bird's eye. And as I'm pulling up to that left-hand turn, the woman in the Tesla, she rolls down the window. She sticks her finger out, and she is aggressively, and when I say aggressively, I mean she is aggressively giving who I now find out, woman, the finger. And it's like the woman, I guess, is
you mean
not.
she reached across the seat, like to the outside the side?
No. This is the one in the right. This is the Honda.
The Honda's flipping off the Tesla.
Is before she turns, she stops the turn. Okay. But it seems like the woman in the Tesla's not paying attention, so she's on the side of her car, out the window, not her own car, trying to get. And then she takes off, and it's just hostility, and her face was contorted in an anger that just cannot be healthy. So now I pull up to the Tesla and I look over, and son of a bitch if she doesn't have a kid in the car.
Yep.
So aside from, you're putting your kid, whatever you want to do with your life, even though you're probably putting somebody else's life in another vehicle if they hit you because you are now in their lane, you're putting your child's life in danger, and you both got up to the light at the same goddamn time. Maybe a couple of seconds. One was ahead of the other.
There's no point in any of it. And one of them could have had a gun.
Point.
You never know. They could have.
Which is why I hung back.
Just don't engage.
I didn't know.
It's not worth it.
I didn't know the makeup or of any of the two in the car, and I didn't know how more hostile the event would turn. But I was just awestruck at how poorly this could have ended up.
Sure.
And it was all to shave off a couple of seconds, that's all.
Did the Tesla lady ever look over at you after she got the bird? Look at you and say,
No. I don't even know if she was so wrapped up in what she was wrapped up in. I don't even know if she was aware that I was behind the whole incident.
But did she saw the bird?
I don't know if she looked over. Because typically when you pass somebody,
and you get stuck at a red light,
and they slowly roll up beside you, the last thing you want to do is look over so they can give you the see, bitch.
Really. She was looking straight ahead at the red light.
I believe that's exactly how that scenario played itself out, Spike. And it reminded me, one of the last stupid things, knock on wood, that I'll ever do in a car. And again, this wasn't road rage, but I was coming from the gym, and a truck, semi-truck, turned and pulled out in front of me. I was the last car. Could have waited. And I didn't necessarily, I guess it wasn't road rage. It was road, what's the term I'm looking for?
Frustration?
Road frustration. And so I'm like, I'm looking, and it's a curving road, and I'm like, there's nobody coming. I'm going to get in front of this truck, I guess, and show him. And I pull over,
you did the Tesla move.
I did the Tesla move, but he didn't.
You weren't slowing him down, though.
No. He didn't know, and he didn't speed up.
Right.
But it's a long friggin' truck. It's like, and I'm like thinking, because their parking lot, their businesses along this road, and I'm like thinking, if someone turns without seeing me, there's going to be a head-on collision, and one or both of us are going to be dead. I cannot abort because I'm like midway with the truck.
You're committed.
I have to. My best course of action is to speed up and even more and get into running. And then I just said to myself, what am I doing?
Yeah,
I just absolutely put my life at risk and everything that I have and everything that I'm going to be, because and again, I wasn't necessarily mad at the truck. It was just, I'm going to show them. I was frustrated.
You was in 83 doing this?
No.
Okay.
No.
I was a little bit going on.
I ain't trying to pass nobody in 83.
Yeah, right.
Friggin' CJ7. I'm not trying to pass somebody walking.
But that way, if someone pulled out and he was in 83, he could just driven over the hood and it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, right. So I said that's the last stupid thing that I do, and it has been the last dumb thing. And I say it's the last dumb thing, but this couldn't have been 4 months ago. It was not that long ago, and that's what it reminded me of. And it's just you got to. And listen, I get it. I was driving Legend back from school yesterday around 4:30. And I was and this is Ehrlich Road, which used to be a real slow, little used road. Mm-hmm. And it's just a line of traffic from all the way down Ehrlich, across Del Mabry. Now Ehrlich becomes Beers. And I'm like, there's too many cars on the road.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you the problem is that's doggone Chuck E. Cheese. Not Chuck E. Cheese. This thing Chick-fil-A.
No, I'm going to tell you.
They messed up that corner.
No, I'm going to tell you what the problem. But the problem is Texas.
Texas is the problem.
Yeah, because I'm seeing more Texas license plates than
really?
Florida.
That
Yeah, go back where you came from. Jesus Christ, we're on the same coast. You got the Gulf of Mexico renamed. Stop coming here. It's not just Texas, but I'm just saying, Texas. Every other license plate is freaking Texas. So I'm blaming Texas arbitrarily.
Well, in the next 30 days, the snowbirds will start coming back. So it's almost that time.
Well, we were used to the snowbirds. That was part of the makeup of Florida. For decades upon
used to
decades.
the bad driving.
Yeah. We're used to their bad driving. But all these cars from Texas and Missouri. Gonna stay in Missouri. Isn't Missouri supposed to be pretty?
I don't care, Mo. That Ehrlich and Dale, maybe that corner where that Chick-fil-A is, that done messed up everything.
Well, the Chick-fil-A certainly slows down a little bit.
Especially making that right.
But they make it easy.
I've heard that.
They make it easy to turn in. They've got some wide turn lanes.
If you're not going to Chick-fil-A and you want to make a right on Dale Mabry.
Right.
That used to be easy. You can merge and go.
Yeah.
Now you have to actually stop and wait.
And I'm not without understanding of what you're saying, but what I'm telling you is it's not just Ehrlich. There's too many goddamn cars on the road out here. And listen, if you want to buy a car, you can buy a car. If you need a car, everybody
Steve Hurley
needs a car. Yeah, buy it for Steve Hurley. Stingray. If I see Stingray Chevrolet on the thing, I got no problem with you. Even if you got a Texas plate,
you get a pass.
You'll get a pass. But I'm not saying this, and I'm not giving you breaking news. There's just too many people in this state. There's a lot. There's a lot. It has after COVID, and
I remember we're up 20% since before COVID.
And understand, I get it. I've been a Florida resident for 45 plus years. I've been a Florida resident. I can say
most of your life.
Most of my life. Sure. I can say now I've lived elsewhere to do radio. Never got rid of my Florida license because I always knew I was going to come back. When my mom brought me and my brothers and sister down to extricate herself from a bad relationship and from Chicago, and I walked out of the airport, Tampa International, and it was at night, and I remember this, and it was clear, but there was stars, it was clear, and Tampa International had palm trees in this nice little breeze. I said, I'm never leaving here.
Oh, it's the best.
This is the best. So I get it. I get
why people want to be here.
Yeah, I get why all you carpetbaggers are down here now.
Carpetbaggers.
Yeah, well, that's what they are. I mean, after 10 years, we'll take the carpetbagging out of the title, and now we'll say, yeah, you're a newbie. But right now, you're a carpetbagger.
Yeah, for the first 10 years.
First 10 years, you're a carpetbagger. Yeah, you got to earn your keep. You got to donate something to the community. But anyway.
That's it.
So I get it. It's a great place to live, and it always cracks me up, like when you're on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, and people are bragging about having moved to Florida. Yeah, this is great. I mean, the politics, nothing. What makes Florida great is not any political party. It's the sun and the palm trees and the beaches. It's the scenery and that's it.
The venue, that's what makes it great.
Because when Florida was a Democratic state, I lived here. It was still great. Florida has never not been great, and it's had plenty of blue leadership. What's that?
What about before air conditioning?
Before air conditioning.
Oh, yeah. Florida wasn't that great then, was it?
Yeah, listen. Would you rather be without air conditioning in Florida or without heat in Chicago? I'll take the non-air conditioning in Florida.
Yeah,
because
no heat in Chicago would be pretty miserable.
Because you know what Florida has? A lot of water to cool off in. Patrick Smith, how are you, my friend?
Well, I just want to say, dear carpetbaggers, I love you.
They know
And
I love
when you move to Florida, you need to update your estate planning. So consider me when you do relocate to this great state. We're not all haters here.
I'm not hating.
You traveled a long way.
What are you doing?
Okay,
Kind of sounds like a little bit. Doesn't it? Am I wrong, Spike? It kind of sounds like a little bit.
You don't know the definition of hate.
Put something into our taxes. Get that Texas license plate and change it over to a Florida. If I don't know you're from Texas, then I can't call you a carpetbagger.
The best way to let everybody know is to update your estate planning.
Yeah, update your estate
That
planning.
way everybody
too.
knows.
Yeah, because in Texas, the state laws are quite different from here in Florida.
Not as different as Alabama.
Yes, they are. But anyway, yes, but getting back to the point, Florida has always been great. And it's great because it's not great because of any political party. So you don't have to ascribe to any of that BS.
Right.
You know, everybody, you can be this, you can be that, you can say it's great because of this, you can say it's great because of that. But for those of us that have been longtime residents, we know Florida has always been the pimp city.
It
the
is.
pimp state. Tampa, for my money, is probably the best city in
100%.
and to live in because it's central. You're halfway to every corner of the state. It almost never up until
recently
rarely gets really all of that much hurricane damage. It's kind of it's metropolitan, but it's not Miami and all of that stuff.
Exactly.
You're
It's
right
the
next
best.
to St. Pete and Clearwater, which are two fantastic states, and you're 2 hours away from Orlando. As far as location,
Orlando part, no, that's not a
That's
good
a drop
pull.
off, buddy.
yeah. You know, I understand. But for me, the Tampa Bay area, if you're talking about Florida, you cannot get better than that.
Especially when it comes to radio. Tampa Bay radio.
That's the best radio.
Listen, I've done Orlando radio. No hate on Orlando radio, but it's not Tampa Bay radio. And before everybody calls in and says New York and LA, I get it. But there's something special about this Tampa Bay market. And it's been that way since we've had radio.
Listen, you know,
Quite a rich
Tampa
history
Bay
here.
radio redefined morning radio with Ron
That's
and Ron.
a great way you clean that up. A rich history.
Yeah,
I like that. I like that.
absolutely.
Yeah.
In two respects, prior to Ron and Ron, the Morning Zoo transformed radio, and then you had Ron and Ron, which transformed a more rock-oriented morning show radio, whereas the Morning Zoo was obviously pop. Those Shannon. Damn, I can't remember all of the names. I used to.
I grew up in the
Mason Dixon,
Q105 with Mason
Q105,
Jack
Shannon,
Harris.
Jack Harris, Shannon. What was Shannon? Shannon, not Birch. Damn it, I can't remember his name. But he was big as well. But it does. The Bay Area does have, and we're not just saying this because we're on Bay Area radio, but because it transformed
moves the
radio
needle.
twice. It won 100%, 100 absolute percent. Calta and this station, the bone.
Yeah.
is I don't know that it'll become a business model for other cities, but certainly it is one of the most unique stations that I have seen, that I have been a part of.
Agreed.
There is no, and I believe I heard Mike talking about this on his show one morning. It might have been like a week ago. And I was like, yeah, he's absolutely right. There is no other station like the Bone.
Who else is going to buy out a resort and then invite their listeners and pack the place? And I was just talking to Mike O outside. We have a Mike O. Our head of promotions, those promotions employees are the hardest workers
100
ever.
Absolutely.
I mean, the level of effort they put into it and the level of appreciation that, all the listeners show, it is unique. It is different. And I remember when Scotty Vaughn told me about the Bone, she's like, you have to be on the Bone. It really is different. And it really is a family. and everybody does kind of embrace everybody else, and it's awesome.
That's right. The culture here is unbelievable.
That's a
And
great
as
word
an
for it.
advertiser, I've worked with, I've known Mike O for 17 years almost. And
been with Calta for how long?
Long time.
Well, yeah.
14 years, probably something like that. And
You've been driving your cars for 14
I remember
years,
when,
and you're still in business.
You know who
you're a good man.
Yeah,
you're a good man, Hurley.
You know who introduced
Calta been wrecking your cars for 14
That was the
years.
next question.
Oh, here we
that
go.
was I knew it was coming. I
I didn't say it.
pivoting. You know who introduced Drew Garabo to me?
No.
Shark.
Really?
Yeah, I met Drew when Michael Sharkey was still here.
Okay.
Been a
Well, that
minute.
makes sense. Yeah,
Drew had just gotten here, and I met Drew. But yeah, it's the culture.
We
It's the
met
things
through
that-
this station
Oh, yeah,
because your show used to precede my Saturday show,
exactly.
Saturday Mo show. Yeah,
and it's just like you said, Patrick. The culture, the people behind, they're not necessarily behind the mic, but from the promotion side to the management side, they've just been fantastic.
Yeah, Jason Meter, John Brennan, everybody. I mean, everybody's just so
I
exceptional.
met Jason before we even opened Stingray, which would be 17 years on the 26th of December.
Wow.
And met Jason and Frank Leosi. I mean, they're fantastic people.
And you and I, Patrick, if I could interject real quick, I think it's so important, the culture here and how great the station is, that you were initially broadcasting from a different location, and you and I had a talk, and you may have come to me or I may have suggested it, but if you came to me, I was like, absolutely, saying, get into the building. You need to be in the building.
Yeah.
Before COVID, was it before COVID?
No, so
he
we were
was
over at Salem Communications in Tampa, and Mr. Joe Weaver there, the programming director there, does an amazing job and still plays an integral role in my show and helps a lot with kind of the executive producer sort of things with research or booking guests or any bits we're doing or anything like that. So I still have a connection there, and they're the connection to my New York City studio I use. But Mo's right. There was a conversation about should we bring the show here, and there was no hesitation from Mo. Because I
said, be in the building. You need to be in the building.
Mo and I are friends off the air. That's
sure.
not just a shtick.
Yeah.
So we actually hang out, and we,
Hold on a minute. I break a lot of bread with Steve Hurley, too.
Yeah, we do.
He pays for a lot too.
Shut up. Nobody said that.
we were all thinking
Stay out of my
Spike.
wallet.
Yeah, we got the bravery to say it. But when he said, without hesitation, you need to be in the building, I was like, okay, we're doing it. So we did.
It's different when you're in the building because you do come across all the different personalities.
Right.
Like Johnny B and
Yes,
all these great
Now,
people.
I kind of want to pivot back to what Mo had said about the culture of this station here. And I think you're the only one that can give us a perspective on this because I've did radio with you and you always keep saying, I've been in radio for 30-some odd years.
30-odd years, Spike.
So when you was up north in Oklahoma, where you
Columbus,
was?
Ohio.
When you was in Columbus.
Baltimore, Maryland, Columbus, Ohio.
Okay, don't miss
Cincinnati.
the
Sounds like
point.
an eye disease.
Stay on the
Yankee
point.
state
Stay on the
of
point. When you was
Oklahoma.
doing radio up there,
Coklahoma. Now, I have lived in Coklahoma.
when you was doing radio up, when you was doing,
You did live in the 80s. That's a fair point.
It's a good place to visit. You wouldn't want to live there.
but I'm saying when you was up there doing radio up north, was it the same kind of feel, vibe, push, and promotions that up there that they have down here? This is a different
the culture.
animal.
The culture of this, the animal of this is different because you're not. It's just a different format. If you know the morning show, we had whittled it down. We had whittled it down to 2 songs an hour. We had gone from 8, and we just slowly kept dropping. By the end, for a good half of the 10-year run, it was essentially a talk show. But you didn't have the cast of characters. In other words, in Columbus, Ohio, it was the morning show. The other shows were fine, but it was the morning show. At the Bone,
Right.
it's the morning. Every show has an identity.
Yes, has a footprint, a thumbprint.
It has a rather large imprint.
But I want to echo about what Patrick Smith said. Did the stations up there ever rent out a hotel and just have events that sell out?
Well, they sponsored Rock on the Range, which was a rock festival. So I mean, it's 6 of one, half a dozen.
But it
of
wasn't.
the other.
You saying
No. I don't think any station has allowed you to meet all of the personalities. But every personality from 99.7 The Blitz, that was our Rock on the Range. That was our show. That was our show. And so yeah, it's different, Spike, in that again, and I'll try and say it better this time. Every show that followed the morning show was kind of, it was the same theme. It was just rock. It was the same thing. When you've got a radio station that's about opinion and personality because of that opinion, then you can have 5, 6, 7 shows with a different imprint under the same roof, and that somehow all get along mostly. And that's you just don't find that.
Well,
in
the closest
radio.
thing I've seen to that is 1310 The Ticket in Dallas. It's all sports, all talk, all day, and same thing. They have different personalities and different segments throughout the day. And it's got a similar feel. It's the only other station I've ever heard that's similar to this. I don't know if they're still doing it or not. I would assume they are. I don't know, but it's the only thing that's quite similar to this. And
isn't everyone in Orlando that's kind of like us?
No. Yeah, I only say that because one of my paralegals listens to the Orlando show while she's in the office, and I'm like, could you please at least listen to the morning show? Is it Russ or Ron or I don't know. Something
I have not worked at a station that had as many disparate personalities as this station does. And that's disparate.
There is an array. Yeah. There's an array. There's an assortment.
Different, Spike. Yeah. Different.
Oh, okay.
Different.
I thought desperate.
No. Well, there's some desperate people here, too.
Yes, you are here, Spike.
Going too long and deep in the thesaurus, Mo. You can't be doing that with Spike. Come on, you know that.
Really.
Disparate, different. They're both two-syllable
This
words.
man thinks the thesaurus is a dinosaur, okay? So
it's in the title.
It's not extinct anyhow.
Exactly.
You see him sometimes out there.
Go ahead, caller. You're on Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, Mo, and the collaboration. How's everyone today?
We are fine, my friend. How about yourself?
I am doing awesome. How am I coming in? Loud and clear?
Yes, sir. You are coming in loud and clear.
Over radio? Like, goodness gracious.
Over.
The reason I say that is I'm in West Palm Beach.
Oh, we got you. No, we're hearing you loud and clear, my friend. Real good.
Is it like questionable cell
I
service?
just wanted to apologize. To Patrick Smith. I never had a chance to contact John Sinning or Drew Garabo to talk about the game for charity.
Oh, this is Cajun Cowboy.
Okay.
Yeah, he called me at the office
sir.
this week about this charity idea. I'm not mad at the idea. So I told him, I said, hey, if you get the guys on board, I'm in.
Get them on board.
He wants to give away your ticket to a football game. So
No, that's not happening. I had to hang up on him.
Before you say I'm on board.
I had to hang up on him. No.
Oh, have a ticket to a football game?
We'll get into that. Hold on. Let me get this other call. Go ahead, caller. Go ahead, caller.
Hey, good afternoon. I like what your station is doing. I've been listening to talk radio in Tampa Bay for 44 years since I moved here. But back in the day, 970 was the place, and just it's funny you were talking about this because last night I put on YouTube the Bob Lassiter show from 1988 and fell asleep listening to him.
Bob Lassiter, it's very funny you mentioned that. Bob Lassiter gave me my love for talk radio. I loved his voice. I loved his opinions. I loved the respect that he gave the callers. If you ask me who was one of Tampa Bay's radio greats, I'm going to put Bob Lassiter in the top 5 for me. Top 5.
I agree.
Yeah, thank you, my friend. Yeah, 970 WID. That was a juggernaut. Steve, we got to let you go. We've had too many phone calls about cars.
Hey, I got a quick question.
Can I file for COVID?
Shifting gears.
Fired.
You want to hang some more?
I'm good for a little while. Sure.
Okay, all right. No.
You need the mic. It's good.
No. I won't until 5. Actually, I have Joe Bitch from All American coming in because today is the first day of open carry. And I know people have to have questions about that.
I was ready for that to come up,
see what
actually.
Grady said?
Yeah.
Yes, I did. We got to talk about that.
Hold on.
Pull up the clip. Get it queued up.
We'll find out what Grady said. I got Joe Bitts from All American Gunslingers. Bang, bang, Newport Richie's favorite gun range. Coming up at 5, we're going to have Steve Hearn. And I believe Ethan is going to join us as well. Don't go anywhere. It is Drew Garabo Live.
You're listening to Drew Garabo Live on 102.5 The Bone. Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
You'll encounter major delays traveling toward Tampa on the Howard Franklin. The entire span has been sluggish due to a disabled vehicle in Tampa, which has been taking up the 2 right lanes of northbound I-275 at the off-ramp to State Road 60. In Pinellas, there's a bad wreck northbound on Keene Road between Bel Air and Lakeview. Further north, multiple lanes have been blocked from a crash northbound on Keene Road just north of Sunset Point. And even further north in Palm Harbor, there's an accident westbound on Curlew at Belcher. This is Jim with traffic.
Save time and money with mobile service at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They come to you and perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. Schedule mobile service with Jerry Ohm today. Online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm country. See dealer for complete details.
Attention Florida, hurricane season is here. Please stock up on the 3 official essentials: water, batteries, and something to do when the Wi-Fi goes out. Planet X and XTC Adult Supercenters have more toys than your generator has extension cords. Forget plywood. We'll help you nail something else down. From Category 5 fantasies to tropical storm temptations, we've got the supplies to keep your house rocking. Planet X and XTC Adult Supercenters, the only storm prep kit that guarantees you'll be blown away. Open late all hurricane season. Come, get blown away with us.
Be so for real. $5 doesn't get you much these days, unless you're at McDonald's. Because right now, you can get a $5 sausage McMuffin with egg combo meal, a savory sausage McMuffin with egg, crispy hash browns, and a small premium roast coffee. It's a full morning lineup for just $5. The price of your lost couch change, your wallet, and your stomach. Well, thank you. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Back to school got you tight on cash? McDonald's under $4 McValue menu comes through. Pick from your favorites like a rich caramel frappe or chocolatey mocha frappe. All small frappes are just $3.50. Or grab the iconic snack wrap for just $2.99. That's right, the snack wraps you love are back. Can we take a moment to celebrate the McDonald's under $4 McValue menu? There's something for every appetite, every vibe, and every kind of day. Mickey D's comes through. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Life is busy. Luckily, Racetrack's here to keep you on track every day.
Running around and the time makes you nervous. Are you still a mom or just a taxi service?
With ice cold drinks, hot pizza, freshly ground coffee, and even Swirl World frozen yogurt for the kids.
The schedule is packed with things that they have to do, but with so much to choose from, you'll find something for you.
Racetrack is here to keep you going.
Racetrack's gonna get you.
Racetrack, whatever gets you going.
Think your fantasy football star will score in week 4? Hard Rock Bet has odds for that and pretty much everything else. You can place bets in just a few easy taps on Hard Rock Bet. In fact, they got the Hard Rock Bet Stats Hub. You can find the hottest streaks, the latest line moves, and more. Right now, place your first $5 bet on Hard Rock Bet, and if it wins, you get $150 in bonus bets. Download the app now or simply go to hardrock.bet. It's Hard Rock Bet. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida. To wager, terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Call 888-ADMITTED.
At Brandon Honda, we have the hottest hybrids in stock and on sale. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Right now, get the brand new Accord hybrid for just $199 per month. Get the award-winning CR-V hybrid for just $249 per month. Or get the all-new, just released 2025 Civic Hybrid Sport for just $199 per month. With gas mileage as high as 50 miles per gallon, these award-winning hybrids won't last long. Plus, get a real nationwide lifetime warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-448-7710 for more information.
The only way to make healthcare better for the people of Florida is to keep solving. And at Florida Blue, we want you to know how we're doing it. Providing support at our Florida Blue centers to help you get the most out of your plan. Making mental health appointments more available so you can be seen within a week. And offering plans that fit your needs and budget. Visit floridablue.com/followtheblue to see health solutions that are making healthcare more affordable. Policies have limitations and exclusions. Florida Blue is a trade name of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida, Inc.
You don't need to be an all-pro to make big moves. Getting championship-level performance is easy at Crown Honda. Drive a new 2025 Honda Pilot, just $469 per month. Or a new 2025 Honda Accord, just $289 per month. Don't wait for the 2-minute warning. Get to Crown Honda now and save today. Online at crownhonda.com. The better way to buy and service. Call 800-509-4942 for complete details.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Win $25,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows. Pick up your phone and text the word TRUST right now to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
You worked hard for your 401k.
But if you've left your job, your money might be sitting in the wrong hands. I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and it's very possible that the 401k that you have had for years has hidden fees and limited investment choices. But if you're no longer with the company, that 401k may be at the mercy of your former employer. All of these things could be costing you thousands. Rolling over your 401k into an IRA can provide better investment options that align with your long-term goals. At Trajan Wealth, we're fiduciary advisors that are held to a higher standard with no hidden agenda and no hidden fees. Don't let your retirement dollars sit in an old plan, and don't roll it over to your new plan without consulting Trajan Wealth first. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Advisory services are offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
Win Mike Kelta Bud Light tailgate passes. Join the Mike O Radio Show and 102.5 The Bone at Wild Fork Meat and Seafood Market, 824 South Dale Mabry Highway in Tampa. This Saturday from 2 to 4. They'll broadcast live and give away a pair of Bud Light tailgate passes for Sunday every 15 minutes.
We put in time, energy, and resources because your case is worth it. Farrah and Farrah, Tampa.
Got a burned out light switch or broken outlet or breakers that keep flipping? Just call for a Bolt electrician online at boltelectric.com.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delegato. Warm and humid tonight. Low temperatures bottoming out about 78 degrees. Lots of clouds around on Saturday, with showers and thunder showers moving inland during the day. Some could develop by morning, and we'll see high temperatures on Saturday, mainly in the upper 80s.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio, sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
Crashes in all around. It gets in. Now take your hands and raise them up into the air. That's all around you. Now bring them down like a clock at 2. Shake your head. You know what to do. They wanna put guns in the sky.
Drew Garabo Live. We are back. I'm a cat named Mo. His co-host, he is out. He'll be back Monday. Got a circulating cast of characters. I want to get this one live.
I love your big house. Just spare time when I'm sick of it. It's a load of shit. We can stop the world and let off all the fools and let them go live with the guns in the sky.
We can stop the world, let off all the fools, Let them go live with their guns in the sky.
What in the cuss word was
this?
Is this David Bowie?
No.
Tell me you need me tonight.
That is Spike on the mic. That is who was allowed. Well, see, you missed your opportunity. Cindy said I could have you do birthday shout-outs during his show. And Drew Garabo said, if you have Spike do birthday shout-outs, you will never be my co-host again. But I would like to say happy birthday to Bowie, who will be turning 4 tomorrow.
Happy birthday, Bowie.
Yes, happy birthday. But that's not a shout-out. That's a love.
I said it wrong.
Love for my daughter. I want to tell, by the way, Thomas Daddy-O, the daddy.
Not his name.
That's how
Not
I call
his
him.
name. Nobody
Daddy-O.
call him that.
I call him
Instantly
Daddy-O.
make him mad at you.
He's not going to ever be mad at me over at Corona Cigar off of West Shore. We were talking about bourbon. And I had forgotten he's got some fantastic store picks. He's got some fantastic releases. If you're a bourbon lover, I don't talk about him enough. Get out to Corona Cigar, again, off of West Shore. It is, if you're a cigar smoker, obviously that's in the title, but the bourbon selection is as extensive and varied as the cigar
But
selection.
ask for Mr. Diadio. The man's name is Diadio.
Yeah, I understand that, but I call him Tommy D.
I get it.
Or
But when
Daddy-O.
you send your buddy in there thinking it's Daddy-O and you call him that, and,
He does not like you.
You're gonna not at all. Not even a little bit.
Understand something, Patrick Smith? I don't like you.
Do you understand how rare that is? That's so rare.
You're going to make enemies of the guy who has the stuff you want, man.
Yes,
you want to be friends with the bourbon guy.
Now that guy, that voice I like. That's Ethan, my co-host, one of my co-hosts on the Cat Name on Rock Show. We got Josh Maloney, a pit bull toddler as well, in there. But yes, make sure you go. If you're looking for a weekend bourbon hunt, again, I'm going to tell you, it's a fantastic spot, and I happen to know that he's some great releases because I was looking at the page, Tampa Bay Whiskey Group page earlier today. Go ahead, you're on Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, Mo, how are you today?
I am fine, my friend. How about yourself?
Very good, very good. Hey, I want to comment on what you were talking about at the very beginning of the show when you were talking about road rage and people's driving habits. I tell you, man, it is just ugly out there. People just don't have any courtesy on the streets. And my son is 18, and when I ride with him, I tell him, you need to stay in your circle of peace, kind of like in Meet the Parents, the movie, the Circle of Trust.
Circle of Trust, right.
I told him, I said, when people cut you off or they honk at you because, you're in a line of traffic and the light turns green and all of a sudden they're ready to go, but the person at the front of the line is looking at their phone and he gets all stressed out and it's like, why are you honking at me? And I told him, I said, man, just stay in your circle of peace. You can only control you. And I hope it'll sink in for him. But, dude, I'm late 50s and I grew up in the 70s and 80s. When I was a kid, when I was with my mom in the Kmart parking lot or, Publix parking lot or USAVE parking lot, when you were backing up, cars would wait as a courtesy and let you back up. And they might take yours. But now they gas it when they see you backing up and they honk like crazy. And it just floors me that people in the parking lot at a grocery store are so dang rude. It amazes me there's not more fender benders in parking lots. But thank you for bringing it up.
Yes.
And hopefully...
Can you make sure that you teach your young driver one major important thing about driving?
I'll teach him. What's that?
Get the hell out of the left lane if you ain't hauling ass.
Ethan, because that's exactly
that
right.
lane
is for crime.
The left lane is for committing crime.
Stay out of the left lane.
Ethan, you ain't wrong. I can't. It's one of my. I would say it's got to be a top 5 fear of parents teaching their children to drive. Maybe not teaching them, but a lot knowing that
letting them go on their own.
They're going to be going on their own. Yeah, at 100%, absolutely. I'll give you another piece of advice too, and this is more for the adults than the children. Do not return the FU finger. If someone gives you the finger, just let it go.
No, you got to. That's what I did the
okay.
other day. Some lady, I don't know what happened. I have no idea, but she flew by me and was giving me the finger. So
she was giving Patrick the Hair Smith the finger.
What did you do? I have no idea. So I just gave her the prettiest smile I could and waved.
That's a smile.
Like, you're not going to ruin my day. I'm sorry, Patrick. That hurts.
As a guy who flips off a lot of other drivers, that does upset me quite a lot when they just smile.
I don't have any clue what kind of day this woman was having. I don't know what she thought I did, but I tell you, I'm aware of my surroundings and I know what I was doing.
You know, Mo, when I did You Ought to Know, that was and we would talk about Stick It Up Your Tailpipe was kind of a little segment that we did, and people would call in and complain. And then at the end of the complaint, you'd say, stick it up your tailpipe. And the number one issue was always people in the left lane.
Yeah.
And it let them by. Like, I like driving at speed limit or safely around the speed limit.
Right.
But you know, if someone comes up behind me, if I'm in the left lane, I get out of their way. You don't know they're not having an emergency.
Yeah.
You don't. And guess what? It doesn't hurt to let someone pass you. Does not affect your day. Just like you described in that story or last segment, Mo.
And this is the thing. Even if I'm in the left-hand lane and I'm actively passing cars and there's someone riding my ass, you know,
just get out of the way.
Yeah,
I'm getting over.
I'm getting over. Go. Yeah,
and that's my thing. Like, everybody in the left lane are going different speeds. There's always somebody going faster than me, and I'm often passing people. But if someone's coming up behind me, when I'm done passing, I'll get out of your way.
Yeah.
That's just courtesy.
It's courtesy. It doesn't affect your day.
No, not
it doesn't
one bit.
affect you one bit.
I know how fast I go in the left lane. So if someone's coming up faster than me,
they've got issues.
They're moving.
And I'm getting out of the way because I'm the same with you. If I'm in the left lane, I'm passing jokers, man.
Yep.
I'm passing them. But if someone's coming up on me that fast, I get out of the way.
Today on the way over I-4, two trucks, one not far from ahead of the other, two trucks in the left lane, and it's usually people driving a rental type truck like a Budget or a Penske or a U-Haul, and they're not used to driving a truck, and here they are camping out in the left lane. There
are some vehicles that you are driving that you should know you should never be in the left lane. If you're towing something on the back, you should not be in the left lane.
Yep.
If you are over 67, get out of the left lane.
If you're driving a Prius, stay out of the left lane. Stay out of the left lane of your Prius.
If you're
Get that thing out of
if you're
there.
driving a Taurus, just stay off the road.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. The Bone Bonus is back and right when you need it. The Bone is giving you $1,000 5 times a day, every weekday. Listen to The Bone for your chance to win $1,000 at 8 a.m., 10 a.m., noon, 2, and 5 p.m. every weekday. Need more money to cover your football bets? Here's $1,000. It's the Bone Bonus, hooking you up with cash every single weekday. The Bone Bonus is back. Sponsored by #1 rated New South Windows. 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw radio. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Continue expecting sluggish conditions on the Howard Franklin toward Tampa. A disabled vehicle has been taking up a couple of lanes along the off-ramp to State Road 60, but it looks now like crews are finally getting it out of the way. In northern Pinellas, a wreck along northbound US 19 just north of Curlew has had the 2 left lanes blocked. It's causing delays nearly back to 580. Also expect delays due to a crash along Gulf to Bay Boulevard to the east of US 19. And in St. Pete, there's word of an accident along northbound I-275 at exit 20. That's the exit to 31st Street South. This is Jim with traffic.
Save time and money with mobile service at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They come to you and perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. Schedule mobile service with Jerry Ohm today. Online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm country. See dealer for complete details.
The Golden Diamond Source is working hard every day to be your family's jewelers. Right now, a $5,000 engagement ring with 0% interest can be yours for just $83 a month, a small investment to make for a lot of happiness. Don't let those holidays sneak up on you this year. Now is the time to get ahead with the Golden Diamond Source's in-store layaway. And if you have a bunch of old jewelry lying around, trade it in for cash. The Golden Diamond Source is offering the highest ever trade-in values for your gold and diamond jewelry. Now's a perfect time to get your holiday shopping started. Get into the Golden Diamond Source now. Relax, shop, and save at the Golden Diamond Source. You'll find them at 3800 Omerton Road in Clearwater, where you'll always find the perfect gift only at the Gold and Diamond Source. Always open at goldanddiamond.com. But stop on by 3800 Omerton Road in Clearwater for the Gold and Diamond Source.
2001 Odyssey is Tampa's #1 nude club on Florida's West Coast with over 300 of the hottest exotic dancers. 2001 Odyssey has been voted the #1 nude club by Best of the Bay. Check out the world-famous 2001 spaceship and encounter the wildest dancing in Tampa Bay. The after party happens every night. Full liquor next door. 2001 Odyssey, 275 in Raymond James Stadium on Dale Mabry, better known as the Strip.
It's 6:30 and the branch is closed.
Yep.
And you couldn't find your debit card.
Nope.
But you're going to get cash.
Yep. Cadence Bank Live Teller has extended hours, and I can get cash from my account with my driver's license.
My bank can't do that.
Nope.
With over 300 live teller locations with extended hours, there's opportunity here. Find a live teller near you at cadencebank.com/live teller. Equal opportunity lender, member FDIC.
Summer is here, if you didn't notice. And if your AC isn't keeping up, Hawkins Service Co. has you covered. This September, get a brand new AC system starting at $112 a month with 0% financing, or grab a $69 AC safety check to keep your system running smooth. I just had that done from Hawkins, and my house is cooler than it's ever been before. Call Hawkins Service Company today at 813-445-8209 or book online at hawkinsserviceco.com. Hawkins, one call, handles it all.
Stingray Chevrolet.
Hi, this is Steve Hurley, owner of Stingray Chevrolet. Most people don't trust dealer advertising, and I don't blame them, because most dealer advertising is misleading. You hear ads claiming huge discounts, but when you get to the final paperwork, they've added all sorts of things to the card that you don't want, but you're forced to pay for or walk away. It can be fabric protection, paint sealant, you name it. And these costly add-ons can run up to $3,500. And then they add another $1,000 to $1,500 dealer fee. It's insane, and it only works because they've worn the customer down. At Stingray, we don't operate that way. There is no dealer fee or dealer ad. Right now, when you trade in a 2011 or newer vehicle, you can save over $9,000 on a 2025 Silverado. No ads, just tax, title, and tag. StingrayChevrolet.com, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
Hi, I'm Ray from Sun Toyota of Newport Richey. Shop everything under the sun with Sun Toyota. Everything, including new Camrys, Corollas, RAV4s, and Tundras, with Corolla payments starting at $179 a month. Backed by a nationwide lifetime warranty with 4-year maintenance included. Plus, you're only 2 clicks away from your best price. So visit Sun Toyota today, because when you make it Sun Toyota of Newport Richey, we make it happen. Call 800-639-3367 for more details.
Sun Toyota.
Newport Richey. Folks, does your home suffer from flickering lights or frequently thrown circuit breakers?
Discolored power outlets or poorly running appliances?
It could be your electric panel.
We often have too many appliances or devices plugged into the same circuit breaker.
If you have too much power being drawn, it can cause these symptoms. And worse, it could present a real fire risk in your home.
In most cases, a simple electrical panel upgrade is all you need.
For your free electrical system health check, just call Bolt.
Online at boltelectric.com.
Sitting in traffic because of an auto accident is frustrating. We should remember, though, that the person in that accident ahead, their life has changed forever. And we may be thankful it isn't us. But if it ever is, call 1-800-BURNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
Football season's here, and Hooters is your HQ. Catch every game with $6 Big Daddy Buds, $6.50 Mick Ultras, and $5 Neutrals all day, every day. Plus, register to win a trip to see the Bucks take on Buffalo. Visit originalhooters.com to find a location near you.
A lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, "This is my last hope." The next step is getting them in the right arch supports. Our goal is to have that long-term change for them, to see someone that is in pain. I change things for them. See how we can help you with a free fitting at the Good Feet store.
My name is Maria. Okay, I lied, it's Mary. But I'm feeling more European after my European-style holiday on MSC Cruises. The restaurants, nightlife and shops in La Galleria. And of course, American touches, like a sports bar and water slides. Bellissimo. Okay, this is a problem.
Book now and save up to 30% off, plus kids sale free. MSC Cruises. Let's holiday. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. I am quite aware of the dangers being on the road. Thousands Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. These families' lives will be changed in an instant. We fight for these families as if they were our own. We've become America's largest injury law firm by winning cases just like these. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Tune in for Reinventing Retirement, where premier wealth managers and retirement specialists discuss the most important and crucial retirement topics for your benefit. Reinventing Retirement, Saturdays at 9 a.m. and Sundays at 9 a.m. and again at 11 a.m. Only on 102.5 The Bone.
Let's talk dirty for a second. Dirt in your carpet, pet accidents, coffee spills, cracker crumbs. And most cleaners, they just dump soap and water, leaving soggy, sticky carpet that attracts even more dirt. Zero Res is different. Their patented no residue process pulls it all out. No soap, no chemicals, just clean. And right now, your service is half off. Just use promo code BONE when booking. Not available with other offers. Half off for Bone Fam only. ZeroResTampaBay.com. Zero Res. All they leave is clean.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Turn things all the way up and find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy.
Tired of hearing scary radio ads about the IRS? Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000 or $500,000, we have a solution. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS with zero risk to you. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with a BBB. End your tax nightmare today by visiting TRA.com or call 800-583-6681. That's 800-583-6681.
Injured? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Unique opinions, compelling conversation, and the best in afternoon entertainment. Now, the conversation continues on Drew Garabo Live.
Some people think, well, if I'm carrying a firearm, I'll announce my presence and my intentions. You don't scare away real bad guys by carrying a firearm in a holster. You don't scare real bad guys by slinging an AR-15 over your shoulder. A real bad guy will take it from you and stick it up your butt and then discharge it. Some people think, well, if I'm carrying a firearm, I'll announce my presence and my intentions.
What we've got here is failure to communicate. Some men you just can't reach. So you get what we had here last week, which is the way he wants it. Well, he gets it. I don't like it any more than you may.
Look at your young men fighting. Look at your women crying. Look at your young men dying. The way they've always done before. Look at the hate we're breeding. Look at the fear we're feeding. Look at the lives we're leading. The way we've always done before.
All right, we are back. Drew Garabo Live. I'm a cat named Mo, co-host. Host today. Drew is doing something fun. Not that radio is not fun for him. There's all types of fun, and sometimes you have to SU1 to enjoy 2. got in with me in this rotating cast of 5.5 hours worth of radio. The remaining players, Spike on the mic, Ethan from 107.3 The Eagle, and also the cat named Mo Rocks on Saturdays, and one Patrick Smith.
You need to make an announcement.
And I also
5 o'clock.
have, thank you, a very good friend that reminds me of the 5 o'clock word of the day. Bam. Sorry, Axel. The 5 o'clock word, I don't have the bells and whistles. I don't think you care about that. I don't think you need it. You just need the word. The word is cheer, singular. Like, hey, let's all cheer for responsible gun ownership. Let's all cheer that Joe Bitts is here to help us from All American Gunslingers. Your 5 o'clock word of the day is cheer. And you got it pretty much almost right on the money there. So there you go, right there. The 5
You guys
o'clock
didn't cheer.
word of the day.
There we go. Better. Sorry, Joe. I don't know where they were on the first time around.
Hey, go ahead.
I was imagining cheerleaders.
Me too.
Hey, don't forget the bone bonus.
I just gave it, dummy. There's always one in the crowd, Joe. He was on hold. I know he heard me give it. That was funny. Thank you for that. I always like when they can make me laugh. Again, we are welcoming Joe Bitts from All American Gunslingers on the day that a significant law in Florida has changed that is all about guns. Before we get into that, you can tell people better than anybody else exactly the award that All American Gunslingers out in Newport Richey won and the designation that they hold. Go.
All right, so our range won Best Gun Range in Florida. So the whole state of Florida is the one that we kind of took the top spot for.
Because everybody's backyard in Florida is a gun range, so that's a lot.
Yeah, you're right. He's just not wrong.
Didn't really think about that. I appreciate
it. And go. Tell them, what do you, why is it the number one gun range in Florida?
Well, we got one of the cleanest ranges in the area right now. We have instruction. We have gunsmithing. We have a huge retail area, and we have the best gun range in Florida right now. You can shoot multiple firearms. You're not just limited to one or two firearms. You can shoot your pistols, your shotguns, and your rifles. Ammo dictating, especially on something like that.
Right. Open 7 days a week, if I'm not mistaken.
We're open
correct?
7 days a week from 10 to 8.
Free concealed carry class, correct?
Yeah, we do have a free concealed carry class every Wednesday and every Saturday from 12 to 3.
And remind me when we talk about this open carry, why that is still important for you to have, why you should have a concealed. I have a concealed carry.
Yes.
I know I don't even need it anymore, and I went and renewed it, and I think that's a smart thing to do. But everybody, you make up your own mind. My last gun I purchased from you was my Colt.
Yeah, your Colt Python.
Colt Python.
Yeah.
That's 357, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You know what that is, right? The
Magnum?
Yeah, you goddamn right it is. In condoms and in guns, bro, I roll the same.
Yep. He's even got a nice belt. He's even got a nice belt and holster to match
Ethan,
it.
you know what they say. If you have to talk about it.
If you have to tell people. It's like
You asked.
No,
me.
he didn't
It's
actually.
like telling
You asked
people
him.
you gave yourself a nickname.
Yeah, let's play the tape back. You asked Ethan.
I didn't ask a damn thing.
Yes, I got a nice belt, dude. I'm ready for open carry. I knew it was coming. And I said I'm getting a belt and I'm getting a revolver to stick in it.
Yeah, I was about to text you and be like, "Hey, let's hold the brake. Let's pump the brakes here a little bit before you start doing that."
Yeah. Okay. So, what has changed? What has changed? Walk us through this. And if you want to ask Joe a question, that is 800-771-1025. Now's the time before you end up in court. Go.
So not too many years ago, we moved from modified to constitutional carry. So we were not exactly constitutional carry. We went to modified constitutional carry. And part of that modified constitutional carry was that you cannot open carry with that firearm. So you don't need a permit. You don't need any kind of permission to carry a firearm with you. You're just able to purchase a firearm and carry that firearm as is, but it still had to be concealed. So now that the law has changed.
But you also needed a concealed carry. You couldn't just buy a firearm, conceal it, and if you got stopped, you'd be okay. You had to have a concealed carry, correct, or am I wrong?
No. Where once the modified constitutional kicked in, you can conceal carry a firearm.
Okay, I mean, we're talking about the recent change.
Yeah, with the recent change
gotcha.
now, with the modified constitutional carry, open carry is now legal, but it still has some restrictions when it comes to the constitutional. So it's still considered modified constitutional carry, even though now you can open carry now. Open carry used to be a second-degree misdemeanor, and now it is no longer an issue.
It's just you can
but there are limitations to where.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Before
we get into limitations to where, open carry means that I can have a gun on my belt.
Yes.
I don't have anything covered, and I can walk around.
Yes, you can.
I can hold my gun in my
No.
hand. Oh
No.
Does not mean that.
Okay. All right.
No, you cannot walk around with your gun in your hand.
You're taking all of the fun out of this, Joe.
I'm trying to get in front of you,
Why is
Bo.
this
Okay.
fun for you?
You've got an attorney right here.
I was thinking the
My
same
hand
thing.
is in
I'm
my
just- I'm
pocket.
gonna lay low.
Okay,
I'm
but
gonna lay low.
now let's take a survey in the room. Who thinks that this should be an open carry state? Spike, you for or against open carry? Oh wait, go ahead.
I'm against it.
Okay, Ethan,
I'm against it.
Against it.
I'm right in the middle of the road. I'm for it in certain areas, and then I'm against it with more populated areas.
I'm against it, but I'm okay with it because I got a gun and a holster belt.
Yeah.
You just want to dress up, man. Say it.
You can wear a costume wherever you want to, man. You can wear that holster.
Obviously, I think everybody in here, we're Second Amendment rights people. I know you're a multiple gun owner, Joe. I'm a multiple gun owner.
I don't own any, but I've shot them and they're fun.
Okay.
Yeah,
I know you own some, and I know Spike owns a little pea shooter.
Really? That's right.
But yeah,
Come here. Bang,
I
bang.
think you can be a gun owner and still be not necessarily for open carry. I didn't see how it was going to stop when I think there's more open carry states than not. Am I right in that respect?
Yes. So the overall census, including in the gun range and gun store, is that they're not for open carry. It's just because there's a lot of things that there's a lot of I wouldn't say restrictions, but there's a lot of things that I'm against it for, because the idea of open carrying, if everybody open carried, then people would feel more safe in the area because everybody has a gun. But
that's the general thinking.
With the idea of concealed carry is that Patrick could be carrying a gun on him right now, and I don't know. So if I was a bad guy and I was trying to go after him, he could get the element of surprise on me just by having concealed carry.
Right, correct.
And it's always something that we're going to practice and preach here at All American Gunslingers, is because just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Right.
Yeah.
And Grady Judd is 100% right. You look like an idiot with an AR-15 strapped around your chest, standing in line for an ice cream cone. You look like an idiot. Just know that. You can do that. You have that right. But you look like an idiot. Patrick, all right?
He almost got hit.
Okay.
So the idea with like that also is that part of like the concealed carry class that I teach is situational awareness, and part of that is you're looking for individuals at a place. So now that open carry is a thing, if you want to carry your rifle on your back, it's your right to do so. But again, if you're doing it in the middle of a Home Depot, if you're doing it in Walmart, Walmart's okay. But if you're doing it anywhere, you're going to be eyes are going to be more on you to see what are you going to do to mess up.
Right. And if there's going to be an active shooter and you're carrying around a rifle, you're probably going to be the first one he shoots.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Steve, go ahead.
Hey, Bo, how you doing? First time I've ever called into a radio station, but I had to call because both of you guys are there.
Wow, nice.
I went to American Gunslingers about, a month and a half ago or so. You were doing an appearance there, and I met all the guys there, and I found my dream gun that I've been looking for years and bought it on the spot.
Awesome.
Very nice. Now, are you going to do the right thing and get that? Are you doing training at All American?
Oh, we go there shooting and stuff like that. No, I'm a licensed security guard.
Oh, okay, so you
my wife.
So you got.
He might remember me. I bought the Checkmate 75 TS.
Oh, yeah, I know you, sir. I remember you.
Yeah.
How's that holster treating you?
Oh, good. The guy made it perfect. He said it was one of the most difficult holsters he ever made.
Yeah. Seems a good guy.
Hey, Joe, did my cut get lost in the mail? I mean, what are we talking about here? The envelope's a little light. All right, thank you, Steve. I'm glad.
All right, thank you.
All right. Jeff, the tough guy, go ahead.
Yo, how y'all doing?
Everybody good.
All right, good. Hey, Mo, I asked you this question a long time ago, but since you have the gunslinger there, my question is, I went to prison over 30 years ago. I have been restored my rights to vote, but I have not been arrested in over 30 years. I was wondering, can I purchase a gun and protect my family?
So, unfortunately, in that situation, sir, you cannot, just because you do have that still in the books. So they would still look at that as like a felony of some sort. And you can go do the legal process, but it does get costly when you try to restore your rights for gun rights. You actually need permission from the governor. He needs to sign off on a letter allowing you to get your gun rights back.
Hey, can I ask you, hang on, Jeff. Well, you can listen, but I'm going to ask a question that I have been wondering, and your question reminded me of it, so thank you. If you are not allowed to own or possess a gun because of a felony.
Yes.
Does that negate you or prevent you from going to a gun range and being able to at least hone your skills and handle a gun, or are you putting the range in trouble, or are you in trouble?
We're gonna politely ask you to leave because you cannot be in the vicinity of any firearm.
Okay.
Whatsoever.
So anybody with a felony conviction can't be in the vicinity is what the law is.
I've even had like one person walk in, bright green shirt, and he's like, "Hi, I'm a convicted felon," and I just had to look at him like, "You gotta go."
There you go.
Because they cannot be in that area.
It's not specific. It's not specifically and solely about ownership.
Well,
it's about being in the vicinity of.
It doesn't just extend to felonies. If you have any kind of domestic assault or battery or any domestic crime, and that's a misdemeanor, you can still not be in the area of firearms.
Okay.
Yeah, violent crimes.
I did want to kind of let people know because this is something new. Now, if you commit a misdemeanor, that is just that. But if you are in possession of a firearm during said misdemeanor, that will automatically become a felony.
Yeah. It enhances it, I guess.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
So even if like you're like a DUI or I would say when you're aggravated driving or
so if you get pulled over and you get arrested for a DUI and you happen to have a weapon in the vehicle,
yes,
that is now upgraded.
Yes.
Ooh.
Right now we are talking with Joe Bitts. He's one of the owner-operators over at All American Gunslingers out in Newport Richey, US 19 North. You hear me talking about them all of the time. My favorite gun range, my gun range, purchased many of things from them. We'll be purchasing more. It's tough times out there. I need to get out there and shoot and train, and I think you guys do as well. Let's go to Monica right here. Go ahead, Monica.
Hi, good afternoon, guys. I just had a real quick question. I am employed by a healthcare facility, and this actually came up today in a few of our meetings. We are waiting for the legal department to get back to us, but we do have signs in the facility that says that, you cannot bring any weapons with you into the facility. Now, is there anything from a legal standpoint, when it comes to healthcare facilities and these weapons that are, not weapons, but guns that you're allowed to carry out in the open now?
So when it comes to any medical facility, if it is a private entity, it is their law. It's not it's their guide.
Their discretion,
it's
right?
It's at their
Every
discretion.
private business has the right to make their own rules.
Yes. And then with that, if you are caught or possessing a firearm, they can ask you to leave, but there is no criminal ramification from that. So just because you're in a building that says we don't want guns in here, law enforcement cannot, take you away or charge you with any crime. The only time it will become a crime is if that you are trespassed and then you will not leave.
So if they ask you to leave and you refuse to leave, then that's a trespass.
Then I can involve.
And then again, that misdemeanor trespass turns into a felony because you have a firearm.
So
stay safe out there, Monica.
Yeah, quick question. A restaurant has a sign up by their front door, we don't allow firearms.
Okay.
But you walk in with a firearm, but they don't ask you to leave. They still have to ask you even though it's posted. I'm just would like a clarification on that because
So if you say you go into a firearm or go into a restaurant, it says on the sticker, no firearm.
Yeah.
But if you're concealed carry, you cannot see that firearm. That is a violation of your Second Amendment right. So that is on you. But again, if they find out that you have a firearm, they can ask you to leave.
Okay.
And then I would just abide by what they're telling you to do.
If you walk in and it's open carry and they have the sign, is that like, are you supposed to know during open carry, they have a sign, I shouldn't just go in there? Or is it still on the restaurant, the business to ask you to leave because they don't allow them and they saw you come in with them? I mean,
the restaurant should still ask you to leave.
Okay, so it's still up to the business at some point.
Yes. So like even in our business, we do not allow open carry. The only people that can open carry in our gun range and gun store are the employees and the owners.
So someone came in and they had a gun on their hip, you would have to ask them to leave before anything is.
We wouldn't necessarily ask them to leave. We
Not that you'd have to.
We would ask them to case up their firearm because they're coming in here to do. No, the only people that can open carry outside of the employees and the owners are law enforcement.
That's interesting distinction, like because they can post the signs and say we don't allow that, but it still is on. The onus is on the business essentially to enforce it.
Yes,
right. Now, can I have my Colt revolver, Python, 357, 6 in the chamber. And
none of those details, Mac.
It's a revolver.
You're
painting a picture, right? Is that what it is?
6 in a revolver. What do we call that? The barrel?
I've seen a cylinder. I've seen it before.
6 in a cylinder. Listen, I'm a storyteller. So,
I'm a gun guy.
But I still got my belt on. It's got the extra the spaces for the bullets and everything.
Yeah.
Can I leave the gun in the car and walk in with my belt and my bullets?
Yeah.
That they cannot say anything about that.
That's fine. But again, if I see that, I will assume that you have a gun on you somewhere, somehow.
But if you ask and I say, no, I do not, I'm good to go.
Yeah, you're good to go.
Okay.
Could you go Barney Fife on them? Look, you can keep the gun. We just want your bullets.
All right. All right. This is what I'm going to do. Allie has a weed and guns comment, and I know everybody's going to want to hear about that. Anthony, Carl, Clayton, Danny, Lori. Give me 5 minutes. Let me go to break so we can spend as much time as we can with you. We've got Joe Bitts here from All American Gunslingers, Newport Richie's #1 gun range, Florida's #1 gun range. He is not going anywhere. We're gonna do this, dive into this because we are at the date and day where it is now open carry in Florida, and this is the time that we need to talk to somebody that knows what they're talking about.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The open mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
In St. Pete, an accident has been blocking the 4 right lanes along northbound I-275 at exit 20. That's the exit at 31st Street South. It's causing backups to the Pinellas Bayway. Further north, there's a crash clearing along Gulf to Bay to the east of US 19. Traffic on the Howard Franklin toward Tampa is still a bit more sluggish than usual due to some earlier problems. Accidents in Hillsborough include one eastbound on Waters after Anderson Road, as well as one on northbound I-75 approaching Big Bend Road. This is Jim with traffic.
Rear-ended by a dump truck. A man suffered brain damage no MRI could detect. Farah and Farah used expert medical evidence to uncover the rare condition and secured $5.7 million. Let Farah cook, Tampa.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/radio to start your free online visit. Through HIMS, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio. HIMS.com/RADIO.
At Cadence Bank, we believe the future comes in many shapes. Every day is a new beginning, a chance to imagine new possibilities or get to work building them. There's opportunity here. Find a branch near you at cadencebank.com. Equal opportunity lender, member FDIC.
Tampa Bay, your number one Chevy dealer is charging ahead at Furman Chevrolet Brandon. The future is electric with the 2025 Blazer EV, Equinox EV, and Silverado EV. But hurry, the $7,500 federal EV tax credit ends September 30th. And right now, well-qualified buyers get 0% APR financing when you finance with GM Financial. Chevy drives America, and Furman Chevy Brandon drives Tampa Bay. Come see us on Adamo Drive in Brandon or shop online at FurmanChevy.com. Furman Chevy Brandon. Together, let's drive.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Protect your home with Reese Windows and Doors. Trusted for over 50 years to deliver the highest quality, factory direct hurricane impact windows with most installs done in under 8 weeks. And now the giveaway is bigger than ever. Win $25,000 in new windows absolutely free. Just text TRUST to 20129. Are you already entered? Then you're automatically eligible to win $25,000 in new windows. Don't wait. Text TRUST to 20129.
Game-changing deals are always in season at Jerry O. Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Shop over 1,000 vehicles in stock during the Great American Tailgate event. Get invoice pricing with no market adjustments or hidden fees. You pay what we pay, like 0 down, 0% APR, and no payments for 1 year. Plus, get up to $20,000 off new Ram 1500s. Hurry in today during the drive-in to fall event at the #1 Ram dealer in the U.S., Jerry Ohm. Tampa is Ohm Country. Online at jerryohm.com. Call 1-800-840-0798 for complete details.
Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna slow me down.
Don't let pneumococcal pneumonia break your stride. If you're 50 or older, you're at increased risk. So be proactive with Capvaxive pneumococcal 21-valent conjugate vaccine to help protect against invasive pneumococcal disease and pneumonia caused by certain types of pneumococcal bacteria. Capvaxive helps protect against the strains of bacteria that cause about 30% more IPD cases than any other pneumococcal conjugate vaccine in adults over 50, according to national level CDC stats. Regional variations may exist. Don't get Capvaxive if you're allergic to the vaccine or its ingredients. Tell your doctor if you have a weakened immune system. Common side effects include injection site reactions, feeling tired, headache, muscle aches, and fever. Capvaxive does not protect against all strains. For more information, call 1-800-927-8888 or visit capvaxive.com. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Capvaxive. Need help paying for your Merck vaccine? Visit merckhelps.com. Sponsored by Merck.
Think your fantasy football star will score in week 4? Hard Rock Bet has odds for that and pretty much everything else. You can place bets in just a few easy taps on Hard Rock Bet. In fact, they got the Hard Rock Bet Stats Hub. You can find the hottest streaks, the latest line moves, and more. Right now, place your first $5 bet on Hard Rock Bet. If it wins, you get $150 in bonus bets. Download the app now or simply go to hardrock.bet. It's Hard Rock Bet. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida. To wager, terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Call 888-ADMIT-IT.
You don't need to be an all-pro to make big moves. Getting championship-level performance is easy at Crown Honda. Drive a new 2025 Honda Pilot, just $469 per month. Or a new 2025 Honda Accord, just $289 per month. Don't wait for the 2-minute warning. Get to Crown Honda now and save today. Online at crownhonda.com. The better way to buy and service. Call 800-509-4942 for complete details.
Medical malpractice and nursing home abuse cases are difficult and the stories are heartbreaking. At Bernetti PA, we fight to make sure your story is heard loud and clear. We know you may not have been ready. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
You don't need to be an all-pro to make big moves. Getting championship-level performance is easy at Crown Kia. Drive a new 2025 Kia K4, just $219 per month. Or a new 2025 Kia Sportage with special low 0% APR. Don't wait for the 2-minute warning. Get to Crown Kia now and save today. Online at crownkia.com. The better way to buy and service. Call 800-371-0942 for complete details.
When you enter a place of business, you're owed a legal duty that the place of business is safe for you to shop in. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you suffered an injury at a place of business, our duty is to protect you after that harm. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.com.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, ETHOS, ethos.com/Mike.
Are you a parent of a 2 to 8-year-old? Listen closely for an exciting offer, then head to abcmouse.com/radio to learn more. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
We're offering a promo at abcmouse.com/radio to try it for free for a month, then $14.99 per month until canceled. Go to abcmouse.com/radio to see this offer. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Actual ABC Mouse users compensate for their testimonials, sponsored by Age of Learning.
The Bud Light Mike Calta tailgate is back for another season. Join us before every Bucks home game for the Bay's biggest tailgate. Enjoy complimentary Bud Light along with amazing food from Wild Fork Meat and Seafood Market that will be cooked up on site by our friends at the Brisket Shop. Plus plenty of Bud Light giveaways and some surprises. Enter at theboneonline.com.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delegato. Warm and humid tonight. Low temperatures bottoming out about 78 degrees. Lots of clouds around on Saturday, with showers and thunder showers moving inland during the day. Some could develop by morning, and we'll see high temperatures on Saturday, mainly in the upper 80s.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
This is not a
Shout out to my boy Galvin's Gambles. Ethan, I woke up $240 richer. And all I had to do was invest $35.
I thought he turned that off because everybody was complaining about.
It's back on, baby. It's back on.
Okay, well, I'm
you can't
back
shut
on
down
Instagram then.
Good for that. Galvin's like Jimmy Kimmel. You can't shut him down. Drew Garabo Live. We are talking open carry, which we are now. And we have Joe Bitts and from All American Gunslingers, US 19 North in Newport Richey. If you have not been there, make it your purpose to get out there. 7 days a week, these cats are open. Allie, go ahead. You got Joe in with you.
Hey, guys. I just wanted to get some advice and education as far as marijuana, being a medical marijuana patient, and firearms. I've done some research. There seems to be contradictions on the state level versus federal level. I wanted to hear your guys' interpretation and figure out, what I can or cannot do.
Can you open carry weed now?
No, you cannot.
No, sir, you cannot.
No. Sonny D put the damper on that.
Man.
So since our gun range is federally regulated, since we have to apply for we need a FFL and stuff like that, so we cannot allow that or knowingly allow that for you to come out on a range and shoot and stuff like that. One of the Florida statutes is that you cannot operate a firearm while under the influence of alcoholic beverages, chemical substance, and or controlled substance. So medical marijuana does fall into that area.
But you can be a member
both?
of a range if you have a medical marijuana license, right?
Yes, you can, but just don't say anything to us.
Shut up.
So, random question: if you got your medical marijuana card and you have medical marijuana on you, can you also have a firearm on you?
That's kind of a
gray area.
That's definitely a gray area.
I wouldn't. I'll tell you that.
I don't want to find out.
I got to go drop some stuff off in the other room.
I got to go too. I'll be right back. It's just like
that was more so my question as far as possession of a firearm. Even if you don't have marijuana on you, if you are a card holder, will that jam you up? If you're in possession of a firearm or purchasing?
He's saying no, it will not.
It will not.
No, not okay.
No, nor should it. Nor should it.
But however, if you do get your concealed carry along with your medical marijuana card, since both those are going through the Department of Agriculture,
correct. That's why I've abstained up until now.
They are going to bump heads, but per the Florida law, that you can own and have your firearm and be consuming medical marijuana is legal here in the state of Florida. Again, we just don't want you to do both here at the range.
Well, absolutely. That's completely understandable. I appreciate the clarification. It's always something I've been trying to stay on top of. Thank you.
Allie.
Yes.
You're a party girl, aren't you, Allie?
Oh, why?
Hell yeah.
Hey, I do what I have to do to get by.
Woo! All right, any way you want it. That's Journey. That's not me, that's Journey.
Did you hear the first part, what Joe said? He said no alcohol with the firearm. No alcohol. Not a little bit of alcohol.
I can't shoot without a cocktail.
I'm just saying.
My hand's too shaky.
Okay, legally you can't shoot with a cocktail.
Oh, okay.
But you got to remember.
I kid, kids. I kid and I tease. I'm a comedian. Lori, go ahead.
Hi, guys. How you doing?
All right.
I got a question, and it's, for starters, I'm a veteran, 14 years. I've been out for a while now, but I wondered about owning a weapon if you have a mental health issue.
So if you have been Baker Acted, you're not going to be able to pass the background check system.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, wait. No, hold on, Lori. Have you been diagnosed with a mental health issue, or are you self-diagnosing and wondering if you should go and try and get a firearm?
No, I have been diagnosed. I have PTSD. Actually, it's MST, but I won't go into that. Right. And I also have depression.
Well, with that, it's kind of like we're kind of walking into a gray area here, where like PTSD, there are plenty of people out there that do have PTSD and that have it clinically. It's just if you were Baker Acted, which means law enforcement intervened because of your mental state. Yeah. So if that has not happened, you do have privileges to get a firearm.
Yeah, because I'm diagnosed and medicated for like anxiety, ADD, and depression, but there's nothing that would keep me from owning a firearm. I'm diagnosed, I'm medicated, but I've never been
Baker Acted or arrested.
And it's the same with the Marchman Act, I believe, too. If you've been subject to the Marchman Act.
I just celebrated 20 years of sobriety, but prior to that, I got into quite a bit of a trouble. Right. And I don't know if it was, for drinking. I think they were Baker Acted, but I signed the paperwork saying I'm there voluntarily.
So it doesn't matter though, does it? Or does it? If you voluntarily Baker Act yourself, or if you're Baker Acted, it's the same thing.
It's
right?
the same thing.
Yeah,
Baker is all in the title.
Yeah.
Also, we do a lot of vetting at All American Gunslingers. If you want to walk into our gun store and you're like, I want a gun right now, we're definitely going to give you a couple questions to see where you are, engage you where you are on not only on your ability, but your mental capacity and how you're talking to somebody like that. We're at the point where, I have watched money walk out the door because I'm not comfortable selling you a firearm.
Right.
So if the person looks like they have very inexperienced, we're going to refer a class or some kind of education before they actually purchase a firearm. While they're looking at said firearm, we are talking to them, getting a good kind of profile of what the kind of person is, so that if you do not fit that profile, we're going to be like, oh, well, we're out, or this isn't available, or we're just going to try to lead you to getting you more educated or more of a better state of where you are before we actually hand over a firearm.
And let me tell you how serious they are about this. They turned me down 3 times. Finally, I had to say, hey, I'm your spokesman.
The fact that they said yes once.
I got turned down 4 times.
I'm the guy on the boat doing your spots, but sell me a gun.
They saw you walked up and just locked the damn door.
They did.
Is Lori still there?
Right? Mo, there's sometimes I'm surprised I passed my background check.
What all classes do you offer? Because
From the beginning, we offer intro to pistol. Intro to pistols for anybody beginners. And then we also have an intro to rifle because maybe you do not want to start off with a pistol. You want to start off with a rifle. Then we also have the concealed carry course, which is a understanding of the law, Florida law, and also how to obtain your concealed carry. But within that concealed carry, not only do we go on how to properly, or we go into safety first.
Yeah.
Safety is our biggest concern. And then we're going to go into some options of what kind of holster are you looking for? What kind of concealed carry belt are you looking for? Because the idea behind concealed carry is that you're going to be using this daily. You're using it for self-defense. Then after that, we talk about firearms, different types of firearms, how to pick a firearm. And then when we kind of go with that, we talk about different options, lights, lasers, optics, stuff like that. And then right after we have a nice little break, we go right into situational awareness because now that you are a firearm owner, you need to be more situationally aware. And a lot of the people, you can't just like walk around and be on your phone and think that you're going to be protected. You need to be more aware and visible of your environment. So we do a good portion of the lesson of situational awareness. And then we go into stats and statistics, why owning a firearm has actually decreased crime, what crimes it has decreased. And then we go right into Florida law. And then after that, we'll just walk them right through the steps of this is modified constitutional carry. This is what you can do and not do. This is how we want to tell people the benefits of their concealed carry. And the benefits of having your concealed carry is, one, it expedites the 3-day waiting period. Yeah. Here in Pinellas, it's a 3-day waiting period, and that's 3 business days. So if you purchase your firearm today, you're not going to get it till Thursday. Mm-hmm. And then Hillsborough, it is 5 days. So it's almost a week and a half, depending on when you purchase that firearm. And then going all the way to Pasco is another 3 days.
The other benefit is that if you're in a state that doesn't have it's not reciprocal reciprocity.
Yes,
you're going to need that.
Yes. So there are 33 other states that offer reciprocity for Florida, where that you can conceal carry in their state as well, protecting you. Yeah. And if you are traveling, having one of our concealed carries is pretty important because the time you're going to be the most vulnerable is in an area that you're not familiar with.
Because I'm not an owner and I don't plan on buying in the near future, but I would always like to come out and learn more and take some safety courses.
Okay.
Else. Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, we got. Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
I was going to say, I want to encourage all the parents, take your kids to go see Joe. Yeah. Educate your children on firearms and safety. I remember my dad taking me as a boy and teaching me proper firearm use. It's some of my fondest memories with my father, and it taught me how to be safe. So educate your children about firearms, folks.
Absolutely.
Patrick, we do have a kid safety course.
Yeah. Yes.
We have an hour and a half course. It's for children from 5 to 16, and then we're going to give them all the input that they need, and we actually have the parents sit in the class with them so that the kids and the parents are on the same page when it comes to safety, firearm ownership, and respecting that firearm.
Again, that's Joe Bitts, All-American Gunslingers. He's going to be with us. We have full phones. I'm going to get to everybody that's on the line, starting with you, Clayton. Don't forget, we are going until 6:30. We have to match up to Lightning Hockey, so we'll have one more segment after this. It's open carry now, and that starts today, and this is important conversations. These are important conversations that we are having there, and we appreciate you coming in, Joe. Thank you. Trick, is that what? Oh, Clayton.
Go to
Clayton, go. Yeah, Clayton, go ahead.
Hey, how's it going?
Well,
Great, Clayton, how are you?
Not too bad. Hey, I got a quick question. I actually went through the whole getting your rights restored with possession of firearms.
Okay.
And I filled out all the applications probably like 10 years ago. I got a letter back probably 3 years ago saying that I was accepted.
Okay.
So they gave me full rights. They gave me gun ownership. But it's still saying that I can't purchase a firearm because I guess it's not like off my record. So I contacted DeSantis' office, and they pretty much said that they have nothing to do with it.
Okay, so the process that you have to go through is through the FDLE. So when you apply for your background check, it will come out of 3 types. It will come out approved, disapproved, non-approved, and decision pending. So if it is a non-approved or decision pending, you have to submit that paperwork that you received saying that you got your rights restored to them so that they can alter and make it an approval. So I have had a few people that have come into the gun store that either got a decision pending or a non-approval where they had to talk to FDLE, who do the background check, in order to reverse that. But if you could, email me at joe@aagunslingers. I really would like to talk to you over the phone to see what process you did in order to get your rights restored, so that when people do ask me this question consistently, I will have an answer for them other than just what I know off the top of my head.
Got it?
And hey,
Okay,
Clayton.
you said that was Joe at what?
AA Gunslingers.
AA, like all American. Joe at AA Gunslingers.
And Clayton, did Ron's office tell you they don't have anything to do with it? Or they
I cut him loose. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Don't sweat it.
Limited time and so many.
No, in Ron's office probably.
Can you, Joe?
Yes.
Can you be too pretty to own a gun?
Absolutely not.
So I don't need to ugly myself
Oh my
up.
God, you're good.
Hey,
No, you can own the gun.
Can we ask questions? Can we ask questions here?
I'm gonna have to tell. I'm gonna have to tell.
A penis that's too large.
Matter of fact, get you some spurs.
I'm gonna have to tell Mo to wear a shirt with sleeves because it's not open carry here.
There you go.
Have you ever seen that? Have you ever seen him wear a shirt with sleeves?
I'm just asking questions, Patrick. That's all I'm doing. Trick, now you're up.
I was always wondering, as far as the concealed goes, you'll show up at different bars and they'll say no vaping, no white beaters, no weapons. What's the deal with concealed carry? Isn't the whole point of it that you're concealing it and nobody needs to know unless you have to use it?
Well, that is kind of like what you would like to think, but in a bar, if the main establishment is dedicated to dispensing alcohol, you cannot have a firearm in a bar. And bartenders have been trained to spot how a person is sitting, standing, leaning, and even identifiers on their person to see if you have a firearm or not. So the whole idea behind concealed carry is how good are you at concealed carrying it? But to those trained eyes, they're still going to be able to catch you.
And that includes the bar sections of restaurants.
It does not.
It does not?
I would say don't go to them, but
I thought I read something the other day when they were talking about places you can't go, bars.
I advise against it.
Yeah.
So that's my advice. I cannot necessarily tell a person what to do in that aspect, but like if you go to like a Chili's or an Applebee's, you're good to go. You can bring a concealed firearm. I would suggest do not bring or do not drink, because if you're ever in a self-defense situation and you have to go to court, they're going to use that against you any which way.
Let me bring it home, make it real. What about a Hooters?
Oh, Hooters, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wait, stay out
I'm
of my,
always good at
stay out of my abode.
Let's go to, okay, now it's Tyler. Quick question.
Yes.
If you have been determined to have the looks that kill, do you need
Somebody unplug his
Can I ask questions?
No, you can't.
Ask questions.
I'm saying no, you cannot anymore.
Can I carry a gun with chaps?
Mo, I'm right here.
All right.
Taking that right away from you.
Tyler, go ahead.
What's going on, y'all? How you living?
Hey, we did large, baby. Go ahead.
That's right. I got a question. So my grandfather passed away a few years ago. Left my mom with the guns. My mom gave me one. I use it at home. I would like to carry it. Do I need to get it in my name? And is that possible?
You do not. It is a few extra steps if you want it in your name, but you do not have to do that. I have a simple bill of receipt of like a simple transfer, because here the only time if it's a personal, if it is a private sell, you do not need any record of that other than, hey, here's my gun, give me the money.
Yeah, guns don't have to be registered, right? Oh, if you buy them at a range or a seller of guns, they're going to have it registered, but they don't have to from a private seller or friends exchanging, just giving you something.
Guns here in the state of Florida don't have any registry whatsoever. We do keep track of their numbers, but that's the business that's keeping track of that.
Right.
And then if anything should happen, if it was used in the commission of a crime, that's when the ATF will step in. But there's no actual database where your firearms are stored where you can look and see what guns there are.
Right. I looked it up real quick, and just clarification on this, at least the Google AI says that you cannot conceal carry in the bar section of a restaurant. Any place alcohol is dispensed, just so people out there have the information.
Okay.
According to this, Florida law says no, not even in the bar section of
Got
a
it.
restaurant.
All right. Well, that's something I'll be adding new to my class.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, now let's go to Adrian. Go ahead.
Hey, gentlemen. I just had a quick question. If a non-resident wants to purchase a gun in Florida, are they able to do that and have it shipped back to their home state, or are they SOL?
They can. Yes, if you do not, if you want to purchase a firearm here in the state of Florida, what we will do is we'll do an FFL transfer. We're sending it to that establishment that's closest to you in the area that you live in outside of Florida.
Okay, and I heard something that we're having a sales tax holiday on guns and ammo. Is that still the case?
That is correct. All the way to December 31st, you can purchase your firearms. You can purchase ammunition. You can purchase some accessories, and it'll be tax-free.
Okay, that's what I needed to know, gentlemen. Appreciate it. Have a great weekend.
Great, thank you.
Joe, I have a question. Can you be too good looking?
Shut up. I'm trying to get on my questions, fool. Listen, I need you to get some. I'll tell you off air. So, hey,
okay.
Ammo. I need more.
There's cameras in here, Bo. You're on the internet. You know this.
I'm just saying. Last time I was there, it was I need more.
Okay.
I'll send you a text.
Yeah, it goes fast.
I feel like I got an end where when it comes in, somebody might say, "Hey, let's take 5 boxes and slide them over here."
Well, I will start doing that.
What do you say on nunchucks?
First of all, they're not called nunchucks.
They're not.
They are not.
Well, until they hit you in the head.
All
and
right,
everything's
let's go to Jay right here. Go ahead, Jay.
Hey, what's up, guys? What's going on?
Hey, you tell us.
I don't know. I was just curious. I heard of this weapon, CZ Scorpion.
Yep, I'm familiar with it.
So a few years ago, I was hearing some stuff about the ATF banning the pistol stabilizer. Is that still a thing, or are you allowed to have that on there now?
That's not anymore, right? Because I was going through the process, and it was arduous and a pain in the friggin' ass, and then I find out that that's no longer a thing.
Yeah, they did remove that. You can have a pistol stabilizer or a pistol brace.
Right. You can't.
Okay. My second question was now with this new thing that started yesterday, the open carry thing. Am I allowed to get a guitar strap and carry that thing around on my back, or how does that work with a weapon like that?
You can. I would advise against it. Again,
and no, thank you for that question, because this is what I want to do. I want to go to break here. We've got one more segment. Everybody on the phone, we'll try and get to you. But when we come back, I want you to give me reasons why just because you can open carry, you shouldn't.
Okay.
We'll do that. We'll be back. We got Joe Bitts from AA Gunslingers. One more segment to go. We got to match up to Lightning Hockey pregame, and we're going to do that. I'm a cat named Mo for Drew Garabo Live.
You're listening to Drew Garabo Live on 102.5 The Bone. Stingray Chevrolet presents Calta Cruise 19. You can win a cabin on Calta Cruise 19. Visit Stingray Chevrolet and scan the QR code on the Calta Cruise display to enter. While you're there, find the vehicle that's right for you from their selection of new and used cars. Calta Cruise 19. Brought to you by Stingray Chevrolet, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4 exit 22, Plant City. For all the details, visit theboneonline.com. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
In Tampa, at last check, a disabled vehicle along northbound I-275 at Sly was taking up the right lane and causing extra slowdowns. Other Hillsborough crashes include one eastbound on Waters after Anderson Road, and one along northbound I-75 approaching Big Bend Road is off on the shoulder. In St. Pete, an earlier accident along northbound I-275 at the exit to 31st Street South has now been cleared, but further north you may still encounter accident activity along Gulf to Bay to the east of US 19, and we have one eastbound along West Bay Drive at 30th Street Southwest. This is Jim with traffic.
My name is Maria.
Okay, I lied. It's Mary. But I'm feeling more European after my European-style holiday on MSC Cruises. The restaurants, nightlife and shops in La Galleria. And of course, American touches, like a sports bar and water slides. Bellissimo. Okay, this is a problem.
Book now and save up to 30% off, plus kids sale free. MSC Cruises. Let's holiday. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
Drew Garabo here with everybody's favorite subject, moving. Isn't it fun and awesome? It doesn't have to be a pain in the butt. If you go with Good Greek Moving and Storage, your full-service relocation company, way more than just a moving company. They offer full packing and unpacking, supplies if you want to do it yourself, debris and junk removal, and so much more, even auto transport for shipping cars. Get yourself a free moving quote at goodgreek.com. That's goodgreek.com for Good Greek Moving and Storage.
At Racetrack, you'll find everything you need to get through the day ahead.
The morning hits hard when you get up early. You're obviously tired and looking surly.
Grab some made-in-store breakfast, freshly ground coffee, ice-cold drinks, delicious hot food, and snacks all in one stop.
The day is long and can feel like a grind, but you'll get fully stocked and everything will be fine.
Racetrack is here to keep you going.
An all-day haul to get you.
Racetrack, whatever gets you going.
Stingray Chevrolet.
Hi, this is Steve Hurley, owner of Stingray Chevrolet. Most people don't trust dealer advertising, and I don't blame them because most dealer advertising is misleading. You hear ads claiming huge discounts, but when you get to the final paperwork, they've added all sorts of things to the card that you don't want, but you're forced to pay for or walk away. It can be fabric protection, paint sealant, you name it. And these costly add-ons can run up to $3,500. And then they add another $1,000 to $1,500 dealer fee. It's insane, and it only works because they've worn the customer down. At Stingray, we don't operate that way. There is no dealer fee or dealer ad. Right now, when you trade in a 2011 or newer vehicle, you can save over $9,000 on a 2025 Silverado. No ads, just tax, title, and tag. StingrayChevrolet.com, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
A year ago, we were hit with two major hurricanes within weeks of each other. Those storms took us totally by surprise. The memory may have started to fade, but many are still recovering from the damage. Are you prepared if we get hit again this year? Do me a favor, call WeatherTight Windows this week and get a quote on hurricane-resistant windows. Prepare in advance, just in case. Don't be caught off guard this year. Call WeatherTight Mike.
WeatherTightWindows.com. WeatherTight Windows.
Hi, I'm Ray from Sun Toyota of Newport Richey. Shop everything under the sun with Sun Toyota. Everything, including new Camrys, Corollas, RAV4s, and Tundras, with Corolla payments starting at $179 a month. Backed by a nationwide lifetime warranty with 4-year maintenance included. Plus, you're only 2 clicks away from your best price. So visit Sun Toyota today, because when you make it Sun Toyota of Newport Richey, we make it happen. Call 800-639-3367 for more details.
Sun Toyota of Newport Richey.
Johnny B here. Do you like to make sports bets like me because it's the only thing that makes the WNBA watchable? Look, if your betting strategy is wearing your lucky underwear and asking your buddy which mascot would win in a fight, flip the odds back in your favor with Genesis13AI.com. Genesis 13 ain't about hope and horoscopes. It's nuclear-powered AI intel, real-time updates, and only the highest confidence bets that really matter. So stop betting like a dumb dickhead. Go to Genesis13AI.com today.
Get ready for an epic engagement event at International Diamond Center this Friday through Sunday. IDC's flying in the entire collections, all the newest styles from both Tacori and Verragio. Hundreds of new rings to choose from. Tacori and Verragio, the world's 2 premier ring designers, together on the IDC stage with special incentives or zero interest financing through 2028. See Tacori's latest, handcrafted by true California artisans with exquisite detail. And from New York, see the newest creations from Verragio, unique, distinctive, and personalized. Buy any Tacori or Verragio ring at this event and get a $500 IDC gift card. Buy the engagement ring with a matching wedding band and get a $1,000 gift card. Also, check out new fine jewelry from these renowned designers. Let the experts at IDC help you find both the perfect ring and the most dazzling diamond during this incredible 3-day event. Get the guaranteed best price, up to $1,500 in savings, or interest-free financing till 2028. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday only, and only at International Diamond Center in Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota on approved credit.
At Bernetti PA, our team will tell you that our number one priority is striving for the best customer service in the industry. I'm honored by the number of referrals we get from our current and past clients. They trust us. Why shouldn't you? Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
Let's talk dirty for a second. Dirt in your carpet, pet accidents, coffee spills, cracker crumbs. And most cleaners, they just dump soap and water, leaving soggy, sticky carpet that attracts even more dirt. Zero Res is different. Their patented no residue process pulls it all out. No soap, no chemicals, just clean. And right now, your service is half off. Just use promo code BONE when booking. Not available with other offers. Half off for Bone Fam only. ZeroResTampaBay.com. Zero Res. All they leave is clean.
Hey, are you really ready for retirement? Listen to Money Made Modern with Sheridan Murphy. Saturdays at 10 a.m. on 102.5 The Bone.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. Quo, formerly OpenPhone, gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. Quo lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? Quo automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With Quo's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions and use those insights to level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with Quo. Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/free and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's quo.com/free. QUO.com/free.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/radio to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio. HIMS.com/RADIO.
Car accident? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Unique opinions, compelling conversation, and the best in afternoon entertainment. Now, the conversation continues on Drew Garabo Live.
Came back with this to remind me to watch that Jeff Buckley documentary on Apple TV. I'm gonna get to the part where I can't sing. My voice is gonna break soon, Patrick.
Ready.
Not yet. I got to keep it going until it does.
All 8 octaves.
I mean, all 20 octaves. Guitar. Joe Bitts, All-American Gunslingers, and the whole crew. Give them a shout out, Joe. Roll call. The people that work at All-American Gunslingers.
Hey, big. Hey,
come on. Joe's looking at me like,
what's that? Welcome to radio, Joe. Welcome to radio. I was looking at my phone.
Yeah, roll. Give me the staff.
We got Ray, we got Sarek, we got Cody, we got Jenny, we got Dee right now. We got Greg, we got Nate, we got Liam, we got Trip, we have Emily. Emily's a big help over at the gun range. We have, just so many people. A big shout out to like the Bone listeners as well. Because they're ones that have been supporting us ever since we started advertising with you guys.
Okay.
And we have seen a big increase of people coming into our store. And we know that would have been possible without the Bone and the Bone family doing that. And then, like, you guys showed up when it was time to vote us in as the best gun range in Florida.
There you go. And you won it.
Yep.
Now, excuse me. Okay, there you go. Okay. All right, my voice cracked.
Can you be too good looking to sing, Joe?
Yes, you can. Clearly, Patrick
gracious.
Smith. You can. By the way, Patrick Smith, the attorney Patrick Smith show, every Saturday from 8 to 9. You can hear him on there. And it's much more than the state law. And he's much more than that. And it's a fun show. And it is required listening for me on my way back from my day gig. At 8:30. Go ahead, Mark.
Hey, guys. I've met a couple of your employees from American Gunslingers over at the gun shows. I'm actually a security guard, and I check in the guns at the gun shows quite often.
Okay.
And I've noticed a problem ever since they took away the necessity for a concealed carry permit. A severe lack of education. I'm checking in guns where I'm pulling full metal jackets out of everyday carry weapons all the time. And I don't know why they initially made it illegal for open carry, but people don't realize that all it takes is one big mess up, and then we lose that all over again.
Yeah, they're not.
Just because this law was deemed unconstitutional doesn't mean the next one's not going to be deemed constitutional.
So
we need to get everybody educated.
And a lot of with that too is there has to be some kind of education on retention of the firearm, because if you're not retaining the firearm properly, it can just get taken off of you, just like maybe like a wallet or like some kind of jewelry or something like that too.
Yeah, thank you. I'm going to play again for those that didn't hear what Grady Judd said, and I think it's a very, very good.
Some people think, well, if I'm carrying a firearm, I'll announce my presence and my intentions. You don't scare away real bad guys by carrying a firearm in a holster. You don't scare real bad guys by slinging an AR-15 over your shoulder. A real bad guy will take it from you and stick it up your butt. And
I mean,
he's talking about the gun.
That's great. And he's right. You think that you've got a gun strapped around you or an AR-15 or whatever, and people are going to go, you may get some mothers, you may get some children, but a guy that wants to do harm or specifically now wants to do you harm because they're going to take it away from
Somebody's
you.
going to challenge that.
Yeah.
They're going to challenge that.
Especially without the proper training, a lot of that stuff that we're trying to teach, especially like retention and how to use and operate your firearm. A lot of times that people think they know how to use a firearm or hold a firearm for protection will more than likely get their own firearm used against them in that commission of a crime.
So give me a couple of reasons, just because you can open carry now in the state of Florida, why you should not necessarily open carry. Not if you've got a concealed carry all day, every day, I believe.
Yeah.
Open carry is a completely different beast.
Well, just because you think you can open carry, why it's not a good idea is because there is that element of surprise when it comes to having that firearm, so that you have the advantage in a self-defense situation if that person doesn't know you're carrying.
Correct.
Another thing is that just because you have that firearm out and you're trying to show everybody, hey, don't mess with me because I'm I'm protected. I have my firearm. Again, without proper training, that firearm could be taken from you and used against you.
Cops get their guns taken from them
all the time.
And so you think because you're in a Starbucks with a gun on your side, you're safe and you're making everybody else safe? No, you may be endangering everybody.
Yes. A lot of times too, like especially like in your vehicle where you think you should have your firearm out in the vehicle and stuff like that. If you get pulled over, your firearm's out, law enforcement's going to draw on you immediately because they don't know what you're doing with that firearm.
That's a good question. With open carry, you are allowed to have the firearm in the open in your car.
Yes.
But it's extremely stupid to do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Extremely.
No, especially if you're keeping it in in the same areas like your license or your identification or anything like that.
Absolutely.
Let me echo. Back in the day when I was in high school,
when dinosaurs roamed the earth.
Did you ride on a T-Rex or a Velociraptor, Spike?
We couldn't spell none of them, so we didn't use those. But the guys used to have those rifles in the back of their trucks.
Mm-hmm.
What was that? That was open carry?
That would be considered, that could be considered a form of open carry. Concealed carry mostly falls under pistols. Where open carry for like rifles is legal. There are people that do have something called a truck gun, where they actually have devices where that you can have a firearm out and actually attached to the ceiling of your vehicle.
And the other thing, you're not surprising a cop if you go reaching for the rifle behind you on a roof rack. They're going to see that, as opposed to it's down in the crevice of your seat right there.
In high school, them jokers used to have them things in their trucks in the back window all the time.
Yeah, if the officer can't see it, I always tell clients, like, put your hands on the steering wheel, tell the officer there is a weapon in the vehicle. They will get you out, it goes well for everybody.
That sounds like white people.
Let me try and blow through this. Let me try and blow through these calls. Virgil, go ahead real quick.
Hey, I had a question for the gunman.
Go. The gunman.
Hey, I'm just wondering, now that we're going into full Rick Grimes mode and I can pack my Python on my side, I'm just wondering when the actual zombies start to come, is that a clean kill?
100%, sir.
Go ahead, Virgil.
Is your life endangered? Yes, you're good.
Lord, there's always one. And thank you, Virgil, for being that one. Now that we got it out of the way. Mike, go ahead.
Oh, hey, good Friday, gentlemen.
Hey.
I just wanted to follow up on the guy that asked about registering a firearm. I've been in private sales for years, and as far as I know, it's actually a felony to keep a database of, gun ownership serial number related to an individual, less like 30 or 60 days from a, FFL dealer or pawn shop.
So as an FFL, we can hold on to that. We have to hold on to those records almost indefinitely per direction from the ATF. So the ATF is making us hold on to that.
All right, then.
Okay, great call. All right, awesome.
There you go. Freddie, go ahead.
Hey, what's going on, Mo? You know how to get it done. I'm big in the combo gun talk, rock show, legal talk here.
No problem, brother. No problem.
Hey, and for Joe, I'm wondering on the gunsmithing side of your facility, are you guys doing barrel shortening like on ARs? Need a few more SPRs in my life.
It could be considered. We would have to kind of take that up with Cody, who is our gunsmith.
Great guy.
The number one gunsmith in Florida.
Number one, done custom work for me.
And
all right.
You would have to talk to him to see if it's possible and if it's legal. Usually on the legal side, more than likely, you would have to convert it. Anything under 16 inches would be considered an SPR.
Yeah, and I've already got registered lowers, so we'd be good there. Yeah, so I was hoping you guys would be able to do it, and so I'll talk to Cody. Just call up there and talk to Cody, I guess.
Yes,
make sure you do.
You want to talk to Cody? He's open from on Tuesdays through Sundays from 12 to 7.
Good kid, real good kid. Thanks, thanks, Freddie.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you. Didn't mean to hang up on you. Let's go. We're running out of time. Let's go to Riv. Go ahead, Riv.
Yeah. Good evening, fellas. I've been carrying for about 47 years, and I have my permit. And I don't believe that this open carry, I'm not a big fan of it. and because of the reasons that Joe had mentioned, and that's the fact that people that don't know how to handle weapons, be carrying a weapon, and somebody's going to take it away from them. That was my whole point of that. Someone's going to end up with that weapon. People need to be trained. I've actually gone to classes a couple times over the last 40 years just to, just to remind myself and, because there's things that you do forget if you're not carrying all the time or you're not used to carrying. People need to realize they need to be trained on how to handle a weapon. And when a weapon is on you, you need to be aware of that fact.
100% Rip. Thank you. That's what we've been talking about for the last hour. Absolutely. That you need to know that. Viking guy, you're the last call on this subject. We're going to have to get out of here a little bit. Go ahead.
All right, Mo, I won't keep you long, man. Great show. I know you got a bunch of intelligent people down there, and I love it. Listen, I don't want to change the subject or nothing, but I got a $200 bet down there. I was wondering if y'all can clarify something for me. What's the name of that big giant golf tournament up here in New York this weekend?
You want me to say it?
Go ahead.
Well, anybody. I'm trying. I need my buddy to hear it.
It's the Ryder
so I can get my money.
Ryder Cup at Bell Plage.
Cup these nuts in your face, America!
I don't think he gets how that works.
How did nobody see that coming? Come on, man.
I give that a B-. That's not A+.
Yeah.
Cup these nuts in your face. I like that he got the AA America in there.
Yeah.
All right, Joe, listen. And I had to shut the phones down. I mean, you're talking about an hour and a half almost of nonstop calls. And it's to be expected, such a significant change. And I know that all the questions aren't answered. I'm going to have you back in a little bit, and we'll pick this up. We'll probably be talking about incidents that have already happened because I think it'll be about a week before somebody acts a fool.
It's not going to take that long.
Yeah, you may be right, Patrick Smith.
If I could just leave one more note.
But you got time for two more notes.
Well, it's all about training.
Go.
You need to train, okay? Because, again, without proper training, proper practice, your firearm is useless. It is no better than just having like a paperweight or just something that's sitting on your dresser, okay? You need to get into practice because criminals are training twice a month. 86% of the criminals that were interviewed in prison do train twice a month. So if you're not at least training twice a month, you're only on par if you're training twice a month. So if you're not training twice a month, they have the advantage. So you need to get in there more. So that is a big thing.
Yeah.
And we do a variety of training where we're actually going to extend into an open carry seminar. And that's going to be free for the public as well, so that we can teach them and tell them the proper how to, now that we are an open carry state, how to do it properly and not get yourself arrested for doing something stupid.
You also, you still doing a ladies' night?
Yes, we do ladies' night.
Talk about that.
We do it ladies' night from Wednesday from 4 o'clock to close, and ladies shoot free, so they don't have to pay for the lane fee when they go up there.
Look at that, Spike.
Yeah, if Spike wears a skirt, good.
I'll allow it, but I have to take a picture with him.
I don't know. One of the callers was talking about the size of his 16-inch barrel, so I was thinking, I maybe have a problem with that. Who's the guy you said that need to shave it down?
Good Lord.
It sounded good in my head.
Yeah.
This is your call screener, Patrick Smith.
He is. At halftime, he has a show wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I did do that, didn't I?
Now, real briefly, explain to me who is number one on these football teams.
Yeah, let's get this straight.
Now it's you.
Right, because
now it's you.
All right,
Because,
thank you.
Yeah, so now it is him. Yeah, because Sinning's out because of his Corona deal. So
what?
Yeah.
Well, hold on. So let's talk about
because did the man stutter? You want him to chew his broccoli? You want him to chew his broccoli twice?
He asked me 2 weeks ago, hey, you want to go to the Bucks opener?
No, I did not. I said, do you have any interest in going to the game?
And I said,
you can't make it.
I can't make it.
I did not say, do you want to go with me?
So
There's a different question.
That's the conversation.
What I said to Mo was, do you want to go to the game with me? And he's like, yes,
watch this big word here. So if we go in chronological order, it was me. Then maybe
I don't know.
The other guy, then Pat. I mean, what's that guy's name right there? Mo. What's the other guy name?
John Sinning, jackass.
It was me, Sinning, and Mo.
Well, Sinning was waiting on his Corona deal, and so that's fine. But yeah, Mo was the first person I said, hey, do you want to go? And he said yes.
No, Mo was the second person.
Yeah.
If I would have said yes, what would have happened?
I would have said, hold on, I have to check with Mo.
Ooh, that cut.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
That cut deep.
I'm just saying.
So tomorrow
Listen,
on the Patrick Smith Show, I'm going to say, welcome to the Cat Named Mo Show. Who is this?
On what show are you on tomorrow, and why are you there?
On Yoan.
Why are you there? Why are you there, right?
Hey, Patrick, I would have asked that question too.
Yeah.
Why is he there?
Right. Yeah, my buddy Mo has me on the show all the time.
All the time. He's
time.
talking to you on the show right now.
And listen, they changed out the fresh seafood in the suite every 8 minutes.
Ooh,
not every 7 minutes.
Spike, you have no idea what you miss, man. Abu Dhabi.
Lobster tail.
You're welcome, Mo. Mo, you're welcome.
Because
I was one.
Listen, you'll never watch a football game the same way again.
No, I can't go back to coach.
Nope.
I won't go back to coach.
Mr. Smith.
Yes, sir.
I'm only invited if John and Mo say no.
Well, that's putting you pretty high on the list.
It really is. I will say this.
I guess Joe from American Gunslingers next, huh?
I will say this, Spike. My schedule is about to change.
Oh, don't give me that.
I'm trying to help you out, fool. My schedule is about to change at TSA October 20th. So after October 20th, I'm going to be unavailable.
Yeah, I'm going to be out a lot of the home games anyway, so it's not going to be a big deal. But I feel like I need to take Johnny B.
Hold on.
Jump out this window.
Hold on. I feel that too, but I feel you didn't understand what I was saying.
Yeah.
What I was saying is before October 20th, I need to get in one more time.
I think I'm out of town. I know. I'm out of town. I'm in New York City next weekend. We got a wedding after that.
Mo can go.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you just want the tickets?
Yes. What are you going to do with them?
Those suckers.
You out of town, man.
Yeah, I'm make my money back.
Oh, Lord. I'm with Spike now, man. You ain't you dirty. Now, why don't you and Joe Bitch go? Joe like, I'll take that.
I got a concealed carry class tomorrow. I can't go.
I'm surprised you didn't ask him. Can we bring the gun to the game? Yeah.
All American Gunslingers. You hear me talking about them. They're my boys. Everybody down there. I'm glad I got that roll call in for because I always talk about Joe. I mentioned Cody a lot, but there's a bunch of people that make that operation the number one gun range in Florida as they were so designated, US 19 North. If you cannot get out to them, if they're too far away from you, get out and get gun training. They're not so selfish as to they want you to either train with them or nowhere else. They are about responsible gun ownership across the state of Florida, and that's why those cats are cool. The Patrick Smith, the attorney Patrick Smith, that show is every Saturday from 8 until 9. Spike on the mic, he's the phone screener, so good luck with that.
We'll need it. Thank you, buddy.
But I appreciate you, Patrick, and we'll be, actually, I think I'll be hosting the 3rd and the 4th, so we'll have you back in one of those days because you're in New York the other, and I'm going to bring you back definitely because there were a lot of phone calls that we could not take, Joe, and people have questions, and we'll have more questions as this continues where we are now an open carry state. But I appreciate you. I know Friday's got to be. I appreciate you taking the time.
Can't wait
to come on down. So there you go. You guys have a great weekend. The Cat Named Mo Rock Show with Ethan and Josh is going to be pre-recorded tomorrow, but you'll get some new content in there. So make sure you tune in. That is from 4 until 6. I have a hard out. That means I got to be out at a certain time down to the second so that the Lightning pregame is not interrupted even in the least bit. One more time, have a great remainder of the week. And Spike, thanks for coming in, too. Because
are you filibustering?
I'm not filibustering? No.
Yeah,
no, I'm actually doing something. Filibustering is not as smooth as this delivery. And you know how smooth this delivery is, Spike?
Nope.
It's this smooth. I'm cutting you off right now.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Stream Real Raw Radio live. Anytime on the free 102.5 The Bone app. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
In Tampa, it looks like they've managed to clear that earlier disabled vehicle, which had been taking up 2 lanes along northbound I-275 at Sly. Volume is now slowly returning to normal. An accident along northbound I-75 approaching Big Bend Road is off on the shoulder. On the Pinella side, there's a wreck clearing eastbound on West Bay Drive approaching Clearwater Largo Road at 30th Street Southwest. We also have one along US 19 just south of Almerton at 118th Avenue North. This is Jim with with traffic.
With the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can receive an all-cash offer and move when you're ready. No showings, no open houses, no stress. Call 855-299-SOLD or go to markspain.com and start packing.
2001 Odyssey is Tampa's #1 nude club on Florida's West Coast with over 300 of the hottest exotic dancers. 2001 Odyssey has been voted the #1 nude club by Best of the Bay. Check out the world-famous 2001 spaceship and encounter the wildest dancing in Tampa Bay. The after party happens every night. Full liquor next door. 2001 Odyssey, 275 in Raymond James Stadium, Ondale Mabry, better known as the Strip.
This is a cat named Mo from Drew Garabo Live. Prime time, baby. I am the first Mo, but there is a second Mo, and he is the Mo that will help you if you need a personal injury attorney. It's Tampa attorney Mo DeWitt. Here he is to say one word because I've used up all the time. Hi. That's it. You got one word. Don't he sound sexy? 800, call Mo with an E. Injured on the go, just call Mo.
Non-attorney spokesperson, offices Tampa.
That's Mo with an E.
You don't need to be an all-pro to make big moves. Getting championship-level performance is easy at Crown Kia. Drive a new 2025 Kia K4, just $219 per month. Or a new 2025 Kia Sportage with special low 0% APR. Don't wait for the 2-minute warning. Get to Crown Kia now and save today. Online at crownkia.com. The better way to buy and service. Call 800-371-0942 for complete details.
Worried about market losses? If headlines are keeping you up at night, it's time to take control. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and I know you've worked hard to save. But in times like these, what if can turn into what now? If you're planning to retire or are in retirement, you need a strategy that helps protect your future. At Trajan Wealth, you can capture market gains, protect your account from losses, and guarantee income for life. Right now, you could receive a bonus of up to 30% or annual growth of up to 10% for retirement income. You heard me right. An upfront bonus of up to 30% or annual growth of up to 10%, all guaranteed to boost your lifetime income in retirement. Don't leave your future to chance. Plan with confidence. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company, DBA, in most states as Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
Mike Calta here for Shark Coast Tactical. Breaking news in Florida. The Second Amendment sales tax holiday is finally here. This is your chance to save big on all things firearms. Looking for a new rifle, pistol, shotgun, ammo? You pay no tax. Get to Shark Coast Tactical now. Don't forget, Will is going to cover your tax stamp fee on select suppressors. The shop is slinging freedom from 10 to 6 daily. Closed on Sunday and open online 24/7 at SharkCoastTactical.com. Shark Coast Tactical's on Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota. Look for them on social media. Tell them Mike Calta sent you.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement. Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part? They accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right. So we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
Skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home quickly with the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. There are no showings, no open houses, and therefore no stress. Hey, it's JP, and selling your home is by far one of the biggest decisions you will ever make. So who you work with absolutely matters. My friends at Mark Spain Real Estate are the most experienced real estate team in the U.S., and you can trust them to sell your home fast and for maximum profit. Find out what your guaranteed cash offer would be. There is no obligation. Go to markspain.com GameChanger.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Game-changing deals are always in season at Cherry Elm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram during the Drive in the Fall event. Get invoice pricing with no market adjustments. You pay what we pay, like 0 down, 0% APR, and no payments for 1 year on all new rides. At the #1 Ram dealer in the U.S. Online at cherryelm.com. Call 1-800-210-6286 for complete details.
The Gold and Diamond Source is working hard every day to be your family's jewelers. Right now, a $5,000 engagement ring with 0% interest can be yours for just $83 a month, a small investment to make for a lot of happiness. Don't let those holidays sneak up on you this year. Now is the time to get ahead with the Gold and Diamond Source's in-store layaway. And if you have a bunch of old jewelry lying around, trade it in for cash. The Gold and Diamond Source is offering the highest ever trade-in values for your gold and diamond jewelry. Now's a perfect time to get your holiday shopping started. Get into the Gold and Diamond Source now. Relax, shop, and save at the Gold and Diamond Source. You'll find them at 3800 Omerton Road in Clearwater, where you'll always find the perfect gift only at the Gold and Diamond Source. Always open at goldanddiamond.com. But stop on by 3800 Omerton Road in Clearwater for the Gold and Diamond Source.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
Win Mike Kelta Bud Light tailgate passes. Join the Mike O Radio Show and 102.5 The Bone at Wild Fork Meat and Seafood Market, 824 South Dale Mabry Highway in Tampa. This Saturday from 2 to 4. They'll broadcast live and give away a pair of Bud Light tailgate passes for Sunday every 15 minutes.
102.5 The Bone has your back throughout the hurricane season. Along with our severe weather partners at Fox 13, we have everything you need leading up to, during, and after any storm that threatens our Tampa Bay area. Visit theboneonline.com and head to our hurricane guide. Get emergency kit checklists, the latest storm tracks, and ways to help the community after the storm. It's your one-stop shop for hurricane season. We do a lot of dumb stuff here at The Bone, but when hurricanes threaten, we are here for you. Always. 102.5 The Bone Hurricane Guide. Powered by Generex Generators. The Bone. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2, St. Pete. The Bone is the official Tampa Bay Lightning radio station.
3, 2, 1.
It begins.
All systems go.
Right now on The Bone, it's the Tampa Bay Lightning.
The following is a presentation of the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Tonight for the Tampa Bay Lightning, getting a chance to see Nikita Kucherov, Braden Point, Victor Hedman, and Jake Gensel play is always worth the price of admission, even in the preseason. And while this game doesn't count, the Lightning's first power play units will be on display. It's a unit that was great last year, but struggled against Florida in the postseason. And while replacing Steven Stamkos hasn't been easy, the Lightning feel like their 5-man unit has enough talent to be elite again. Factor in certain bubble players are still fighting for a roster spot, and you have the makings of an exciting game tonight. Who comes out on top between the Lightning and Canes? We'll find out next. It's Tampa Bay versus Carolina, and it's happening right here on Lightning Radio.
Kucherov dances to the slot. Score! What a goal from Nikita Kucherov! Brilliance from Kucherov! Shoots! Score! McDonough! Short-handed goal! Here's a steal. Blake crossed the blue line, left circle. Cutting in front, shoot, save made. Rebound, Yaska!
Oh, what a
save made by
save.
Vasilevsky. Vasilevsky, 2 in a row.
Wow.
The Lightning are ready to take the ice. Now, with the Lightning Audio Network pregame report, here's Greg Linnelli.
And good evening, everyone. Glad you're with us as we get you set for Lightning and Canes preseason game number 3 for the Lightning here at Benchmark International Arena. Greg Linnelli with you. Jam-packed pregame for you. We're going to have a roundtable coming up a little later on in the broadcast. Eric Erlinson, Bobby the Chief Taylor, and Ben Pierce. Before we get to that, as you heard my open, the Lightning, you never know the rosters you're going to see in preseason. It's going to have a mix of younger players and some veterans, particularly early on that first week of preseason games. But tonight, you're going to see a full power play unit number 1 together. That's very exciting, and it's important because, as you know, the Lightning were very good on the power play last year, but struggled in the first round of the playoffs against Florida last season. It's something they want to rectify, still figuring out how to replace a guy to a degree like Steven Stamkos, and trying maybe some different variations and maybe even personnel to an extent. But Nikita Kucherov said the other day when talking about the power play, they just didn't get it done when it mattered the most.
Power play was bad in the playoffs. So whatever happens during the season, who cares? Playoffs was bad. You can't really say with number 3, when we play against a good team, we, won for... So that really took it, I really took it personal, and, that's something that, you hate to see, and you're just hungry to go back on the ice and work on things.
They do want to work on things, and you're going to see that tonight initially when practicing Braden Point, where Steven Stamkos used to line up on the left side. Bjorkstrand in that bumper spot. Jake Gensel along the goal line. Of course, Victor Hedman at the point, and Kucherov along the right circle. So we'll see if it stays the same, any moving parts to it. It's going to be a situation where, again, the Lightning were 26% in the NHL last year, 5th in the league. But as I said before, 15th out of 16 teams in the playoffs, 2 for 18 in that first round. But John Cooper responded to Kuch's power play comments the other day.
Yeah, Florida didn't do anything in power play against us either. They had the one game, I think they went 3 for 3 in game 1, where for whatever reason, obviously everything was going in that game. They were getting breaks and stuff like that, but games 2 and 3 and 4, there wasn't a power play goal scored by either team. And then we ended, unfortunately we lost 2 of those games. And then I think we may have both scored a power play goal in game 5.
So John Cooper being a little bit more diplomatic. He understands his team has a lot of talent, and so he's not going to be too harsh, at least publicly, on how things transpire, particularly in the postseason. But when you have options like the Lightning do have, you feel pretty good that you're going to be in that top 10 for sure. And then what happens in the playoffs when you get there, let's see what happens. So be it. But we'll see how it plays out. Having a guy like Oliver Bjorkstrand on the power play consistently this year could help. He's got a really good shot, a very good wrister. And he talked about being on the left circle on that first unit the other day.
With the guys they have on the power play here, I think that's a spot anybody would want to take. So, that should be my goal, 100%. Obviously some things are out of my control, but, I got to do everything I can to obviously prove that I can be in that spot. Right. They can use me there. It's, not many players get that opportunity, so you got to try to grab it.
He can score. And again, you want to have as many options on that unit as possible because Kucherov is going to find you. And look, Kucherov might end up being a shooter on that power play unit a little bit more than we're used to seeing. Whatever it takes to get it done, just get pucks to the net and hope for a rebound. The Bolts open the season on Thursday, October 9th at Benchmark International Arena versus the Ottawa Senators. Get your tickets today at TampaBayLightning.com/tickets. Gabby Shirley, our Lightning beat reporter, she is standing by right now with Lightning defenseman J.J. Moser on Lightning Radio.
JJ, while this is not your first preseason game, it's your first preseason game here at Benchmark International Arena. Is there an added element of excitement in the air?
I would say there's just an element of excitement because, first time this season at home, I kind of get it going for this season. I think there's not more excitement because there's a different name now, but I think just the first of the year at home is always special.
What are your expectations for the atmosphere tonight?
I hope there's going to be a good crowd, like there usually is at Benchmark International. No, there's usually a good crowd here, and I'm curious how it's going to be for a preseason game, but I'm confident that there's always a good crowd.
What do you need to do in a game like this one to prepare yourself for the start of the regular season?
Work on the little things, on the timing, on like getting to feel your teammates and kind of getting into that groove, getting the details down, and just getting the habits down.
Awesome. Thanks so much. We can't wait to see you tonight.
Thank you.
All right, Gabby, thank you. J.J. Moser right there, and a big part of what the Lightning want to do on the back end. No doubt about that. All right, when we return, we're going to speak to our roundtable. Bobby the Chief Taylor, Eric Erlinson, Ben Pierce. We are getting you set for Lightning and Hurricanes. Back after this on Lightning Radio.
As part of our 90th anniversary celebration, we have enhanced our cash-out refinance home loan. With our new limit, you can now receive up to 90% of your loan to value, providing you with more flexibility and financial freedom. If you have a $400,000 home, receive up to $360,000 with your cash-out refinance. Jumbo loans over $850,000 are available. Get cash for hurricane season, school expenses, or upcoming holidays. Ask about our new rates or learn more at gtefinancial.org/home-refi.
Does your business need food service or housekeeping supplies? The MVPs at Imperial Dade distribute over 60,000 items, including cleaning chemicals and janitorial supplies, food service packaging, paper products, floor maintenance equipment, and more. The experts at Imperial Dade can recommend environmentally preferable options and help with labor reduction strategies. Imperial Dade has been serving businesses in Florida for over 80 years and has locations throughout the Sunshine State. Imperial Dade is a proud supporter of the University of South Florida and the Tampa Bay Lightning. Visit imperialdade.com to learn more.
All right, Tampa, let's talk about your AC for a second. Be honest. Is it keeping up with this Florida heat? If your system's older, noisy, running constantly, or just can't keep up, Super Heat and Air and Plumbing has your solution. Their warehouse clearance sale is happening this September only, and you could save up to $3,500 instantly on select Carrier full system replacements. No gimmicks, no rebate forms, just instant savings on a brand new energy efficient system. And with the same day installation, you could be relaxing in a cooler, more comfortable home tonight. We've even got 0% APR financing for qualified buyers, but don't wait. This is an inventory-driven sale. So call Superheat and Air and Plumbing today or visit them online at superheatandair.com. There is no reason to be sitting in your home this summer or in Florida while your AC is not kicking out ice cold air. Now is a great opportunity for you to upgrade or get a new unit. All you need to do is go to superheatandair.com and lock in your savings before September 30th. Tell them Mike Calta sent you.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah so we can preserve it before it disappears. Tampa.
Cat named Mo for Crunch Fitness, where you can join now for $0 enrollment. Membership started at $9.99 a month. Why does Mike Calta say I have the best body on the bone? Because I go to Crunch. Crunch Fitness has all the cutting-edge equipment that you're going to need, world-famous group fitness classes, and certified personal trainers. I use one. I've never seen better results. Again, $0 enrollment with membership started at $9.99 a month. With over 500 locations nationwide, you're sure to find a convenient gym close by. Go to crunch.com to find a location near you and get crunched. Hurry, offer ends 9:30.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
This is Lightning Radio.
I wasn't too worried about where I was picked. Just kind of grateful to have an opportunity to prove myself. But yeah, I think last year I learned a lot. You know, I went through a lot of adversity, so just kind of being able to pull myself out of that just kind of brings yourself some of your own teaching moments.
Harrison Mennigan, the highly touted goaltender prospect for Tampa Bay, and he'll be backing up Johansson tonight and hopefully see some time, but I'd like to see some of those young guys get that opportunity. When the Lightning score 4 or more goals or force a shutout, you get a free double stack at any participating Tampa area Wendy's with any purchase upon request. Offer valid for 24 hours after tonight's game. We've got Bob the Chief Taylor, Ben Pierce, and Eric Erlinson What did you call it last time? Our first line, right?
First line, yeah.
Yeah, first line.
First one's over the boards.
Checking line.
Definitely
first line. No, I like the first line better.
Chief's the scoring center.
He is.
We're like the Bash Brothers.
That's right. Well,
Yeah,
boys,
there you go.
it's good to see everybody in person. And, Chief, I'll start with you. Third preseason game. First one at home. A little extra, little juice flowing for the players tonight. What are you anticipating?
Well, you got, everybody talks about how you have to have, 10 players that have had NHL experience in the exhibition games. Preseason games. But you're getting a couple of the big guys out there now, and it'll be interesting to see how some of these guys work with them, I was really impressed with Pelche in the second game, but again, he was in a top 6 line, which he got the ice time and the power play time and all that. When you play in the bottom 6, you don't get that.
No.
So that's not really what his skill set is, or it wasn't anyway what got him drafted in the first round. And so it'll be interesting to see how that progresses, There's not a whole lot of room in that top 6. You know, Concalves is there now, but it might be a battle between him and Pelche. If Pelche keeps showing something, it might be. But what I really liked about it, when we were doing the game, down in the studio, they never had a shot for over 15 minutes. 15:01 actually, but it was 15 minutes. They never had a shot on goal, and I kept thinking, wait a minute, those guys in Nashville, they don't pay attention, do they? The off-ice officials, and then all of a sudden, damn, they came on like gangbusters in that last 5 minutes. They played super. I outside of that 15 minutes, I thought that both those games, I thought those guys really played well. I thought O'Neill played well. Not O'Reilly. Sorry.
Both of them.
Yeah,
Him too.
Him. Yeah, his foster brother. And, yeah, but he played. He took a lot of face-offs. They really put him in a position to see what he can do. He had 20 face-offs, won 10 of them. And he was, got a goal. So he didn't look out of place. He's going back to junior. So I think what you're looking at is more of a 200-foot player than a flash like maybe the guy we traded for him.
So tonight you've got a couple of guys that are in those battles, right, who are in a spot for roster. Jack Finley got the first game, and this is the second game tonight. Dylan Duke got the first game. This is the second game tonight. So, with the 10 guys that were sent back to junior, that kind of now the competition starts to begin. You got a game tonight. You got a game tomorrow. We'll see who's in the lineup again tomorrow night. But that's where you're kind of at right now in preseason game number 3. You've got the Hedmans, you've got the points. They're going to try and work on their power play. Hopefully Carolina takes some penalties tonight to give an opportunity for that first power play to get some looks together on the ice with Bjorkstrand as a part of that top unit now. So, they want to see that. But for me, I'm going to pay attention to, the Finleys, the Dukes, the Max Groshas. We talked about Max the other night in the game against Nashville, making the shift from forward to defense. He gets a second look here on defense. So for me, outside of the power play, we know what the top guys are going to bring. They're just trying to get their timing and get ready for the regular season. But the other guys, they're going to bring a little extra juice to this game tonight because they have something to play for.
Ben, it's interesting because we played a lot of sound in that first segment about the power play. We're going to see the first unit tonight. As he said, you'd like to see those guys get some reps. But that is going to be an interesting situation all year, as Kucherov was pretty outspoken. We didn't find a replacement really for Stamkos, and they're going to try some different things a little bit. Bjorkstrand, where point on the left wall. What do you make of the power play?
Well, I think the hardest part about that power play is last year when they made that trade for Bjorkstrand, they kept talking about they needed a right-hand shooter, right? Yeah. Bjorkstrand goes down, and all of a sudden that right shooting forward is gone. You don't really have that option as soon as you thought you were maybe starting to find something you liked. So I'm interested to see how they integrate him into that. It looked, honestly, today, that top power play was moving around quite a bit. They weren't really anchoring guys in one spot. I was kind of surprised how much guys were moving around. So it's going to be really interesting to me to see who ends up where as far as the bumper, the net front, who's going to be on the points. Because Braden Point in particular last year, we saw him a lot in those front areas. This morning during practice, he was kind of up at the point, kind of on the sidewalls, almost in the one-timer position. So we'll see where that all ends up. But I think where guys end up is going to be really interesting to watch, especially tonight.
And I don't recall a training camp in the time that I've been doing this that I've seen a team work so much on the power play in training camp, this early in training camp. Right, a lot of it is usually systems work and try and get guys on the same page. But this camp in particular, we have seen a ton of special teams work because of everything you said, because of everything you just said, Ben, about how they're trying to get things together and get that power play on the same page. Because when the leader of your power play comes out and is as critical as Cooch was, it's going to get attention, right? Yeah. So it certainly got the attention of the coaching staff, and and the motion is so much different than we've seen with them before. It's been static is a bad word, but it's been a stationary, just in the sense like Nikita Kucherov is so good in passing the puck, he doesn't need much room to work with. And he can cross that puck across the ice to Stamkos, and he could get a shot off, and that opened up so many other options, and that kind of took away from. So now you're getting that motion where Gensel's going to slide down, Point will come over, Bjorkstrand will slide down. I mean, there was a lot of that kind of motion going on this morning. So I think that they hope Carolina takes about 10 penalties tonight to be able to get a chance to get as many looks as they possibly can with it.
Well, and we've talked about this before. Shoot the puck on the power play.
See, when you got a guy like Stamkos, it's like having Babe Ruth. He's going to hit a home run, but you still have to throw the ball over the plate. But the thing is, with him, Stamkos, he's a one-timer. Borgstrom's got a great shot, but it's mostly a wrist shot that's really, really good. One-timing is really a knack. And that, you got to, and what's really good about it too, because Cooch is such a great passer, you've got to understand if a guy's a right-handed shot or a left-handed shot. If he's a right-handed shot, you pass the puck behind him.
Yeah.
Left-handed, you got to get in front of him. So before, I don't think it was really good. They never had the time. That one-timer has to be fast. Has to be bang, bang. And that's, think about it. Stammer scored what? How many goals on the power play?
They get 13 last year, but I mean, he's,
but he was still minus players, so 5-on-5. So all his offense comes from the power play. Yeah. And that's what makes it so tough, is because it's there, but what the hell are you going to do about it?
Sure.
So that's what they have to find now. They've got to find a way. Maybe they work a different combination or different strategy. But, trying to get that one-timer, which they were trying to do last year, it only worked once in a while because they didn't have that trigger man.
The bottom pair D is also something that a lot of people want to talk about and see who's going to be on that. And we're going to see Crozier and Lilleberg tonight. A lot of people were excited about Crozier, and they want to see if he's a guy that not only breaks camp, but does he get in that top six?
Every time we've seen Max Crozier come up, he looks like he's a player.
Looks good, right?
Yeah, he looks like he's a player. And he's got great chemistry with Lilleberg. Right. It goes back to when they were together in Syracuse a couple years ago, and that continued when the times that Crozier has come up and played with him. So, but now you've got Darren Radish. And, so Darren Radish runs your second power play, and we saw them run 7 defensemen, 11 forwards for a good portion of the second half of last year. I don't know what they're going to do with that this year. I don't know if that's because I think they have better forward depth, as we've talked about, that allows them to maybe think more of a 12-6 format. So now, who is going to be? Is Radish going to get the first opportunity and Crozier kind of waits his turn, or is it going to be the opposite? Because last year, it was Radish that sat out a good number of those games early in the season, until J.J. Moser got hurt in Calgary, and then in came Radish, and he played well in the second half of the season. So Crozier, I think, has the inside track because of the chemistry that he has with Lilleberg. But Radish is your number 2 power play guy. So, what do you do with that second power play if Radish isn't there? Is it Moser going to run it? Is McDonough going to run it? There's a lot of questions there with whoever's going to be on that bottom pair with Lilleberg and what it does for the rest of the lineup.
What's exciting about this is you want competition, because that's how people get better. And the competition's coming from the younger players, which, up until the last couple of years, the Lightning's prospect pool kind of dried up a bit. Understandably so, because you're drafting away, you're trading pieces to win now. But it feels like then they've got some guys knocking on the door that are going to be, whether it's 13th, 14th forward, 6th or 7th defenseman, maybe higher. That's good to see.
Well, and Coop said those exact words at the start of camp. He said, we've got guys knocking on the door.
Smart guy.
And, hey, yeah, someone was listening. I see what you did there. But Julian Breezeball said the same thing at the start of camp. He said, listen, we are going to give these young guys every opportunity to earn their spot, but it's not going to be given to them. They are going to have to earn and prove that they are NHL ready, because this team does have the depth. They don't have to force these guys into those roles.
Right.
We've seen them go over and sign some European guys if they need a guy to plug in a game here or there if they need it, they've got that option. You know, there's still some free agents out there if you want to go out and get them. If they feel they don't have the right guy, they still have time to go out and get it. So these spots are not guaranteed locked in-house if nobody steps up and grabs it. And they're telling these young guys, hey, it's yours, but you're going to have to go out there and take it. And for a guy like Jack Finley, for example, Max Crozier, Declan Carlisle, all these guys, you got to go out there and take it. And tonight's a great way to start.
Yeah, but you know what? But there's an old guy that's going in that too. That's Kachuk. Yeah, an old guy.
Older.
But
older
I mean, man, he's
yeah.
played really, really well. But you know what? Think about it. And when he said too, when they interviewed him about, you know, they put me at center when I felt more relaxed at center.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, he's a big body, and he used it in that those pre-games that he played on the road. You know, that penalty he got was really not very nice. Yeah, this is a family show.
A few more hours it is.
But, you know, I mean, I think he's fought his way into wait a minute. We can't overlook him.
Well, and you got to think there's some desperation in his game and career now, because he wants to be an NHLer.
No kidding.
And he's kind of bounced around a little bit.
Just to get the meal money.
And it's a good meal money, I can tell you that right now. But we talk about that depth, but it's competition, isn't it? Yeah. And he's one of those guys. It's like, all right, look, I'm right in there.
Yeah, just as we talked about in post-game the other night, where maybe we thought of him, it's nice depth. The guy's been in the organization.
That's right.
He's got some experience. He's an older guy. No. He came here to win a job.
Yeah, he did.
And you know, I had a chance to talk to him for a few minutes yesterday, and that's exactly his mindset, right? It's for us on the outside looking in, it's one thing, but for him, he's a no. I'm going to come out. I'm going to give everything I have. I'm going to show him I'm a different player than when I was here before. He talked about moving to center, which he had never played center before in his career. He's always been a winger, and he felt really good at the position in Wilkes-Barre Scranton last year, where he spent almost the entire year, put up really good offensive numbers. Won 8 of 12 faceoffs the other night against Nashville. So
that's a big deal.
He's adding things to his repertoire that we didn't know he had, and I don't think the coaching staff knew he had, because he was a different player 3 years ago when he was here. So he has definitely wedged his way into this conversation. And boy, what a nice conversation to have, because we can talk about the Finleys, we can talk about, you know, the Dukes and all these young guys, but Kachuk is, you know, he's been here before, he's familiar, and he knows, and he's showing that he wants to win a job.
He said the magic word, face-offs. We need a face-off guy. You know, and they were hoping that Finley would be the guy. He was like 40%. You know, you need a guy that's going to come in and win you big face-offs, especially late in the game in a very close game.
This is a good conversation, boys. We'll do it again during the first and the second. How about that?
Yeah, and we didn't even have to raise our hands.
No. Because I called on you. Like the teacher I am.
Good teacher. Good teacher.
Good traffic cop.
You all passed. Appreciate it. Lighting have 9 different ticket packs available now to see the Bolts this season. They include everything from PDQ chicken tenders to football jerseys, Sherpa hats, and all things in between. Go to TampaBayLightning.com/ticket packs to get yours today. All right, when we return, we'll talk to our fabulous broadcast team, the radio voice of the Lightning Day of Michigan, and the Hall of Famer, Phil Esposito. It's the Lightning and Canes coming up in about 5 minutes on Lightning Radio.
Looking to sell your home in this challenging real estate market? Trust the Duncan Duo team at LPT Realty, Tampa Bay's #1 real estate team. Hi, this is Andrew Duncan, and we've sold thousands of homes when other agents failed to sell them, like recently in South Tampa, Brandon, Carrollwood, Riverview, Odessa, St. Pete, and Clearwater. We know how to win in tough conditions and get maximum exposure. We can guarantee your home sold or get you an instant cash offer. Go with the best at DuncanDuo.com. That's DuncanDuo.com.
From custom patios and pavers to upgraded driveways, Waterman Properties is your go-to crew for bringing your vision to life. Whether you're remodeling, rebuilding, or if you're still repairing from a storm, Waterman Properties handles everything from demolition to install with expert care and zero runaround. Personalized service, transparent, honest pricing, and guaranteed same-day response. There's no waiting, no excuses, just quality work done right. All you need to do is visit watermanproperties.net. That's watermanproperties.net, or give them a call at 813-715-7383. Waterman Properties, your vision is their mission. Tell them Mike Caldesanya.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Sticks. The hits. Friday, February 27th. The Baycare Sound. One night only. Sticks. With special guest, Cheap Trick. Tickets on sale now at thebaycaresound.com. Don't miss Sticks with special guest Cheap Trick. A Ruth Eckerd Hall experience.
The Bone, WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete, and 107.3 WXGL HD2, St. Pete. The Bone is the official Tampa Bay Lightning radio station.
This season of the Tampa Bay Lightning is presented by Advent Health.
Gets a left circle. He's into the Kucherov right circle. Center's point. Shoot, score!
It's time to be the Thunder.
Bennett point! Wow. Bennett point! Wow.
Tonight's broadcast of the Tampa Bay Lightning is presented by Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Tampa Bay Lightning, and by Advent Health, the official health and wellness partner of the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Hedman holds, shoots, score! Victor Hedman!
We're just moments away from puck drop as we get ready for Lightning to Strike.
Preseason game number 3 for the Tampa Bay Lightning, getting set to take on the Carolina Hurricanes. Greg Linnelli with you. Glad you're with us. And let's bring in the guys calling the game not only tonight, but throughout the season. It's great to be with them again. The radio voice of the Lightning, Dave Michigan, and the Hall of Famer, Phil Esposito. Always a pleasure, Phil, to be in the booth with you again. And
good to see you again,
you too.
man.
You look great. You
well,
know,
let's not get carried away.
You're right. Steve slipped me a $20 bill to say it.
I'll give you 50 to tell you it again.
We are all happy we're on radio.
We are.
Yeah,
That's
we
right.
are.
That's right.
Here we go.
That's right.
But anyway.
But preseason, you know, for players today, getting back in shape,
yeah,
and getting the flow of things. How did you view preseason when you were playing, and how do you view it
we
today?
played 10 games. We used to play 10 preseason games, and I wanted to play every one of them. We didn't train in the off season. We worked.